Warning: this program may contain explicit language that may be considered offensive or inappropriate to children and some adults.
The following content is intended for mature audiences only.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sipping Kiki, where we're about to sip on this tea and have ourselves a Kiki. So we just finished watching the episode. We just finished watching Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine. So we're going to start with a recap of Real Housewives and then of Atlanta and then Married to Medicine. And then we're going to talk about some current events. Tonight, we're going to talk about Sweetie and Quavo. We're also going to talk about the City Girls and what's going on with them and their boyfriends and stuff. And then I think Mo is going to give us a recap of the Mahalia Jackson story. And then we're going to talk about Bad Baby and her OnlyFans.
Okay.
Have y'all not heard about that?
Yeah,
okay, I'll spill that. Okay.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
The ghetto. Yes.
Look,
ghetto.
I mean, I have so many opinions. So let's start off with just simply talking about tonight's episode.
Oh, well, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about tonight's episode. Hey, Shira, how you doing, girl? We about to break it down. Go ahead and spill the tea, honey. My bad. Go ahead, Durier.
Okay, you're good. Okay, so let's start with tonight's episode. So the episode started picking up basically where they left off right after Portia and Marlo had their little talk or whatever, which to me, I was like, okay, I respect Portia. We talked about this last episode. If you got a problem with somebody and you know you're on a reality show, so you can't help but for everything is public, right? But still, there's a way to maneuver, right? So I really respect Portia for pulling Marlo to the side and having that conversation. However, Kenya is a master manipulator, bro.
But you know what?
So slick.
I don't even think in this situation she was even manipulated. I'm gonna tell you why. Marlo made, and let me explain why. Marlo made that choice to have that conversation with Kenya, like in the kitchen at the place, talking about, well, I asked Portia this and she said she didn't do it and all that stuff. Like, to me, once Marlo and Portia had a conversation, that should have been the end of that discussion. Like, it didn't need to go any further. But I personally believe that Marlo wanted some camera time, and this season stale as hell, so they didn't have nothing else to talk about. But we still talking about the brigade. Like, we still talking about this, y'all.
Listen, let me be honest. And this is my favorite cast member, and I'm never trying to throw her under the bus. But really, Candy is somewhat to blame. Somewhat. Candy's the one who reintroduced the conversation. Like, what was you and Portia talking about? But that's Candy being Candy, and Candy always want to know what everybody got going on, right?
Candy always knows it,
but listen, Candy is nosy, but it's good for the show. It's great for the show. Candy know how to get the conversation started, and then she know how to get the conversation started and then stop talking. She's an expert at it. Look,
right.
This is when the Atlanta producers would show a clip of her starting a conversation and then leaving at the last minute. But I'm telling you, that's what she knows how to do. But then
that's what she do.
Marlo started talking her XYZ in the third. Then Kenya said specifically something. I forget what she said about Portia. She's so slick. Like Kenya tries to pretend like she doesn't care about this thing, but yo, like Kenya, you're
cares.
You kept the torch alive, like bro, like you kept it alive there. You're the reason we're still talking about it. Kenya is a master manipulator because now, let's be honest, when Kenya got cool with Marlo, if you ask me, her goal was to absolutely ruin Portia and Marlo's friendship.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And lo and behold,
I don't think there's a doubt in anybody's mind that Kenya don't give a shit about being friends with Marlo. It is only because it's convenient
to get rid of Portia. Now, and it's so sad. Like a grown woman is that like towards it's to me like Portia's hit to that shit because Portia was like, because she's right. She wants attention from her. Kenya wants attention from Portia, and Portia's just not been giving it to her. And she's been doing any and everything she could to get that attention. And Portia called that shit.
My favorite part of the episode was like when they were at the dinner table, like eating the food, and then Portia starts going, "Yes, I did. I busted it wide open, as wide as this table."
Oh, and she couldn't handle it.
Now what?
She couldn't handle it.
Yes, I did. Now, and that's how I feel.
Eat it.
Let's just say I fucked Bolo. Now what's good?
The real reason I think Portia, I don't think Portia's hiding that she has sex with, if she has sex with Bolo, allegedly. If she was hiding it, I think the reason she's hiding it has nothing to do with her feeling guilty about Bolo. I think it has everything.
It's Tanya.
Boom. I think it's everything Tanya. To do with Tanya. It's everything to do with Tanya.
That's her real friend, and I don't think that was. And if we're being honest, I don't necessarily think that her and Bolo had. I think Tanya and Portia did stuff. I don't think Bolo was necessarily even involved. Like it could have just been Tanya and Portia, and like she don't want to say nothing because
Bolo was there till 7 o'clock in the morning, bro. He was doing something. I don't know what he was doing, but he was capping up something. Yeah, Bolo was doing something till 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's not be naive now. Come on.
But I will say to Bolo, I always put this out there. Bolo swears he didn't do anything sexual with the women. He says that's
because some people know how to motherfucking like listen. I'm sorry. Everything in everybody's business. I don't owe you my sexual. I don't owe that shit to you. I do not owe that to you. That's my business. If I don't want to tell you what I have going on, I don't have to tell you. That's my business. So if him and Bolo and Tanya had a little, if him and Bolo and if him and Tanya and Portia had a wild freaky time, that's their business.
I just don't understand. Like there's nothing. Sorry, go ahead, Mo.
No, I think it's more so he's just being strategic. That's all. I think he's just looking at that. I'm trying to break into the acting game because didn't he do like a bit part somewhere? So
apparently,
he knows
Tyler
that if
Perry
he keeps his
just
mouth
cast him
shut.
in a movie.
Of course, Tyler Perry casted him in a movie.
Stop, girl, stop.
Let me not.
Stop.
The point of it is that he's letting Hollywood know, yes, I know how to keep my mouth shut.
Right.
Hire me, please.
I just don't understand. But I will say this whole episode proves my point that this whole show is stale because we still talking about this same thing that at the end of the day, to me, I don't even understand why this is even a conversation topic. Go ahead. I was like, I'm much more interested on the shit next week about with Drew and Latoya.
Like just to say the same thing.
That's like what I like. Can we skip to that? That seems a lot more exciting than whatever this Portia.
Drew to me is the best part of this show right now. Period.
Yes, like because that's the best casting they've done in a long time.
They listen because Drew, she's not ducking no smoke from nobody.
But she's not doing too much either.
And she's not doing too much. She's got good personal drama and she's got good interactions with the ladies. I think it's smart that she done clicked up with Portia and Shamia because first of all, let's be clear. Everybody on that show, it's not even the young. Everybody on the show is beautiful, right? But they're the pretty clique.
Right. They're the
pretty girls, right? Everybody's bad as fuck. Like we're talking about some beautiful women, period. Even
Yeah,
Kenny. Everybody's
there's some
beautiful,
beautiful
but
women.
they're the pretty
Yeah.
girls, right?
Mhm.
Now that they done clicked up, it's 3 of them too. It's usually these groups are usually 2.
Doubles.
Cynthia,
Yeah.
Dee. It's usually
Mhm.
doubles. Now it's 3 of them. That's an unbreakable bond, especially because they've been clicking. Because you realize, like, the thing about it is, as soon as Marlo piping up, where was Shamia? I don't understand, Marlo. What's your problem? I don't get it. Why are you doing?
That's a good friend.
But
Though.
wait,
That's a good
though.
motherfucking friend.
That's my best friend. Yes. But did you notice how Kenny tried to flip it when Portia left?
Wasn't there?
Huh?
Yeah, like, oh my God, how dare she abandon her friend? Bro, you got the wrong one with Shamia. Like, Shamia's not going for
right.
And
none
Shamia,
of
Not
that.
at all.
And Shamia ain't some damsel in distress that was left. Like, she didn't leave her friend. And
And
Shamia and I feel like Shamia and Drew, like we said, are friends. Shamia and Candy are friends. And at this point, Shamia is a part of the show. So it wasn't that like Portia just left her homegirl that don't nobody know in the lurch. Like, that's not what happened.
Well,
granted, Candy
but
didn't
you know
leave, but I
what?
get
It was. Well, Candy had to leave because of business.
right.
Okay,
They all should have left for the same reason Candy left. Like, there's a whole hurricane.
Coming. Right. Why are we still here?
Why are we still here? Like there's a whole hurricane coming. Let's leave. I'm surprised they didn't leave. But I mean, everybody got to get their coin. I'm not flexing on nobody. Same with Shamia. Like, Shamia leaving, like the main cast members, the people who have peaches, they get a steady check. If you don't have a peach, that's per episode. I don't know how they're gonna edit the episodes. I'm not fucking leaving.
Okay, I'm gonna get as much as I need. I want my munties.
I'm about to get this check. What do you mean? And I just feel
gotta get this coin.
Well, I know we spoke about them being pretty girls and all looking good. Can we get into these looks for the reunion? Since
sure. Wait.
Well, before we go, do that,
so I can while y'all are doing that, while y'all are answering this question, I'm gonna pull up the reunion looks and we're gonna talk about these reunion looks.
I just don't get acting a fool in front of a celebrity like that, especially the gracious Big Frida, who don't really have beef with anyone. Like,
but
what was the point? What was the reason?
I think it's different in this instance though, because I think because Big Frida was on Housewives of Atlanta. So like Housewives of Atlanta is messy, so that comes with the territory. It'd be different if they like went on Big Frida's show or went on someone else's platform and acted kind of nutty.
Not necessarily.
But like,
usually they know how to act in front of company.
They don't ever know how to act in front of company. They don't know how to act. They go to people's functions. First of all, they go to people's functions in real life and act nutty. Like, you doing this in real life in front of people that you don't know. Like at whole weddings, at whole charity functions. Like, yo, if you can't keep it together at a charity function where there are legitimate like business people and other people not never even affiliated with Housewives, then I know you ain't gonna act right in front of Big Frida. And like,
I guess it's like the old saying, they used to talk about Jesus. So what make you think they're not gonna talk about you?
Right. Like, if Big Frida was cool, she was rolling with it. She know the tea. She know how they gonna do.
But I feel like this though. All right, let's just do this. All right, so y'all be patient with me because technology is not always my friend. Like right now, the pictures. Okay, there we go. So it might take a minute for me to pull up each separate picture because even right now. Okay, great. So yeah, but we're gonna go through. Right, we're gonna go through the reunion looks. So do y'all want to start with the look of them all together, or do y'all want to start one by one?
We can do the look of them all together
one by one.
Okay. One by one. So who y'all want to start with? Y'all want to start who y'all think is best dressed to worst dressed, or let's start from best dressed to worst dressed. Let's do that.
Well, that's either Portia or Kenya. Easy.
You think Kenya? You think
Kenya slayed? I don't even like Kenya, but Kenya did was that. Like, she did that.
So we're gonna start with Portia.
Wait, what was the theme?
The theme was
it like
Candy's Instagram was BDSM. So this is Portia's.
I don't think the theme was BDSM. I think the theme was black because the only person.
No, the theme was. You can look at the background. In some of these pictures, they got people in like the mannequins got on whips and chains and shit. The theme was definitely burlesque.
The only person who dressed that way was Candy.
Lies.
And Marlo.
Candy, Marlo, and Toya.
Wait.
And Toya.
Wait, the theme is Into the Dungeon.
The theme was
we
Into the Dungeon.
Okay.
Ooh.
But we're on Portia. I think Portia looks amazing. Like,
Let's start with Portia. Now,
No
rumor
crumbs left.
is that this dress is the same dress she wore to the wedding.
No,
It's
it wasn't.
not.
It's not.
I
They
pulled
showed
them
a
up. It's
side by
not.
side. They've
I don't
shown
think it's
side
the
by
same either.
It's
I think it would have
similar
cost.
look, but it's not the same.
It would have cost more money to get the dress you wore to the wedding altered to this than it would to just buy another dress, in my opinion. Because the dress you wore at the wedding was missing. Can y'all see the mouse? No. Let me see if I do it like this. Can y'all see the mouse? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The dress that she had, all of this was gone.
Right.
None of that was there.
And it didn't have that sleeve. It didn't have that same.
It didn't have the sleeve. So to me, I'm just like, you're adding fabric to a dress. You would just buy a new dress. Because
also, y'all know Portia. Y'all know damn well Portia is not recycling looks and recycling dresses. Of all the people in a franchise, that is not Portia's bag.
And she definitely came with that hair. Like, when you come to the reunion without hair, your face needs to be
beats.
And the face is beats, okay? She got the smoky eyes. She's got the nude lips. She's got the motherfucking chandeliers off the ears.
I love the jewelry.
The chandelier. Did you see her with the picture with the Eva?
Right, yeah. You can kind of see the rings on her finger or on her fingers with the long sleeve.
Yep.
Yeah, I love all of it.
The nails. She's kind of giving me Morticia Adams on a runway in Paris. I'm here for it. But I don't know if I would say she was the best dress. I have a hard time picking who I think my best dress is. I'm actually going back and forth between. She was nowhere near the worst, but I'm actually going back and forth between her and another person. But but y'all said that we're deciding. I think I've heard twice. Okay, this is the one I want to go with next. Even though y'all might not think she's best dressed, this is what I'm gonna go with next.
Lord.
No, don't. It's not that bad. I mean, this is who I think was next best dressed, to be honest.
Okay, I like the look. I do not like the hair. That's where it loses.
What? I love the hair.
Now, picture I pulled.
Cynthia definitely came Nicki Minaj inspired with the bob, high in the back, low in the front, but she just added that wave to it. I fuck with this.
No,
this looks better than she looked in the full. Like in the full cast photo, I don't think her outfit and stuff looks this good.
Because she got the train. She got the train pushed to the side. There's a picture of her like laying on this like long couch. Man, let's not forget. She can really make anything look.
I was gonna say that's really what it is. True. Cynthia's just beautiful. So really, her face is carrying most of this for me.
Basically.
Can we move the awning? Not the awning. Can we move the title at the bottom so we can see the train? Okay, Ricky's not. She's not with us right now. She coming. So basically, the thing I think that's the best is the train at the bottom. Yes. This part, like all of this,
too.
Man. And the cool thing, the smartest thing you can ever do is have a multi-purpose outfit. Like if she moves her hand right here, then it looks like a long gown. Right. And if she carries it like this, so she can give leg or she can give dress. Like I'm telling you, like she did this to me. What do y'all think in the comments? Let us know. Who do y'all think was best dressed, worst dressed, all that stuff?
Oh, I know we're not on Portia right now, but I had a thought during the episode real quick.
Okay.
Portia has the best hair of everybody. Like Portia, like in general, Portia's wigs are unclockable. Like there's no lace. They're laid perfectly, like every single time. And I just chef's kiss.
Portia definitely comes with the looks. All right.
Well, basically, yeah.
All right, no, you're fine. I'm just trying to get through these. Our next one, of course, is I guess we'll go with her. Only reason I'm going with her next is because everybody else says that she's next.
I think she looks amazing. I don't even like Kenya, and she looks great.
Does she? I will tell you what Kenya always has. Kenya's got body. You can't take Kenya's body away from her.
Sure.
And her face is beautiful. I don't know if it's just that I don't see her dress. I see her, so I'm a little unbiased. I'm just a little biased right now because I'm just like, man, like every time I get to liking Kenya, I feel like she just does hurtful things to people. So it's hard for me. But if we're just looking at the look,
I love the hair.
I don't like this.
I thought it was just me. Yeah, I don't really care for it either.
You don't like it either. I don't like this, but I love this. I'll be honest. I love this. especially with
amazing.
this part. I love the split, but I love this part. Like literally, even this little bit of fabric, just that part right there. I love that.
I would have preferred her skin to be a little more shiny, just a little more.
Girl, I mean, it's pretty shiny.
No, I'm not saying. No. She's lubricated, but I prefer a glossy leg over a matte.
I like
leg.
the shoes. We can't see the shoes very good in this picture, but I love. Online, like her shoes look amazing. It's like there's like an ankle situation happening with the shoes.
Right. That's what it looks like right here.
And like some fringes. I love
that's
that.
What it looks
with
like.
the shoes. With
it's
the
cute.
It's cute.
I can't lie. It looks cute. Her body, like especially like having her at the beginning of the season feeling like she was overweight.
It is giving
me
whatever
dynasty, yes.
Because she still is beautiful. I'm not even though I don't like her personality all the time, I think she still is beautiful. But now seeing that, like she done got tight and everything like that, it's still beautiful. Either size. I also think that I don't know. I think I would have liked her hair. I think this is what I would have done. I would take this away and I would have had her hair up still, but I would have had it flowing down the back.
That's cool. I like the hair. I'm like,
You like the hair?
I do like the hair. I do like
okay. Look, Tristan's the fashion one. I'm not the fashion one, so we're gonna
go hell, me either. Hell, I'm the whole lesbian listening to the guys talk about these looks. Every look, I'm like, oh, that's a pretty black dress. That's a pretty black dress. Right. That's a pretty black dress. I want a little more shine on that meat. That's my extent of here.
I think what Mo wants. I think if they had put body makeup on her leg, it would have helped. Because it looks like if you look at her like chest skin and her face skin, like that's all glowing, and then the leg, it's not giving you the same. It's moisturized, but like it just needs like she needs some body makeup. I don't mean it to be shady. I just think she has a glow on her chest and face that's not happening on her leg that you could get from using body makeup.
I don't even think you need body makeup. Just to get a little, baby oil. Just rub it up and down a little bit, and you good.
They look shiny though, but like they don't look. They're not glowing the way I would like them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
maybe it's the lighting. Who knows?
Maybe it is. All right.
Yeah, so did picking too much.
Next look. This is who I think, and I'm just going by who I think we would all agree on, not just me. Who we all agree on. This is who I think was the next best look. Okay. We're going to go to her.
Child, this prom dress from 1997.
The prom dress from 1997.
Good night, y'all. I'm done. Good night.
It took me out. I was not expecting. Like, it was the silence and then the insult for me.
Yo, I love Drew. I think Drew is amazing. I go up for her. I love how she dresses on the show, but this look don't do it for me.
I like this look.
Now this really.
Now let's be clear. Let's be clear. And I'm not trying to shade her at all. But out of the people who hold Peaches, she's got the least money.
That's true.
So her sitting next to literally Candy, who's one of the highest paid housewives, period, right? And then Kenya and then Portia, who they could have had things donated to them. People, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. What is she going to come with? I think considering all that, first of all, she's a beautiful, beautiful woman. Beautiful. So face is beautiful. Her hair, I would have liked to see more hair. I think if she had a different hairstyle, it would look less promy.
Maybe that is what it is.
Because she's got the prom bun. Yeah. I think it would look less promy with that. I think it's a great first reunion look, being that, I don't have the money that they have, but I still look like money. Let's be clear. I'm showing skin to stay in the theme. I think I would have gotten rid of this. Maybe I just hate shoulder stuff. But I would have gotten rid of this. Like, I think with just this and no sleeve over here, and then everything else would have been sexy as a mug.
Although, is it in season to be asymmetrical? Because notice that the rest of them, The rest of them
asymmetry is fine. It's just
But she could have been asymmetrical without this. If she just took this off and stayed sleeveless over here, just bare. You know what I'm saying? And just this was the asymmetry. This side was heavy and this side was bare. It would still give you that burlesque skin type.
I wouldn't. No.
I mean, she ain't the worst dressed, but this didn't hit for me like the previous 3 women we saw.
We're just okay.
Swinging a miss.
We've already compared. We've already put Portia at the front, Cynthia and Kenya, depending on who you like. We're saying that she's after them. What I'm saying is, but is it a look or is it not a look? And y'all know we're gonna fight about Candy.
It's not a look for it. Don't do it for me. It's a no for me.
Tristan says no. Mo.
It's a man.
I'm with you. I think she looks beautiful for her first reunion. I think she looks like money. I don't like this.
She doesn't look bad.
I mean,
don't like it, but she don't look bad.
Because again, let's give the disclosure. All these women are gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Period.
They're gorgeous. So we're really just nitpicking like we're judges on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Right.
Exactly.
Pretty much. All right, here's the next one. I don't like this picture of her, but I've seen better pictures since I've seen it. But this is the next one.
You're right. I like this
playing
look,
a character?
actually. No.
This is not a great picture, but I really like this look.
Yeah, it's not the best picture. It was the one she put on her Instagram, or the one I saw on like the Housewives like fan page. But I've seen a better picture. I like the Whitney Houston hair. It's giving you "I Want to Dance with Somebody" reference.
I do.
love that.
Yes.
I love the earrings. I love the makeup. I just think Shamia is gorgeous. Like Shamia is
so
coming to America.
beautiful.
Yes, coming to America. Absolutely.
Shamia is so beautiful.
She can't.
I think that's the problem. I think she's so beautiful that she didn't try as hard as I don't know what I want to say. Because Shamia at the reunion when she had to tell off Phaedra, the infamous Phaedra reunion,
she looked good.
Shamia was amazing. She looked amazing at that reunion.
Well, that's because she has something to prove. But the theme is Into the Dungeon, and she's actually on par with Into the Dungeon. I can see her in that type of outfit compared to what Drew had on in the dungeon.
I think this is more dungeon because you see she has the feathers, the glove. It's not glove, but like you see, like it's
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
right.
And look, if you look close, look at these nails. The nails are in the glove. You know what I'm saying?
See, this is a lot more on par with the theme than like
exactly.
So this is a look for me.
It's a lurk.
Okay. I mess with it. I like the hair. I hate the hair and I like the hair. I don't know why. I just think it's too much and just enough.
Wait, pause. A fin dom?
Financial dom is somebody who like you basically like your slaves just give you money.
Thank you.
So let's talk. Now I'm at a loss. I don't know which one's the last 3 we should show up first.
Because they all trifling and sad. But
no, it's only because I don't think Candice is that bad. I think Candice the only
Candice is not that bad.
I think Candice the only person who actually
let's do her
into this. Okay, thank you. I know we're gonna get shit from the fans, but this is who I feel like. I feel like she went for the theme hard, and it didn't land compared to the other ladies who is straight glam. Of course, it's not going to match, but because she went for the theme so hard, you have to give her the respect. You have to respect
her for that.
You have to. I know some people somewhere are like, no, Candy's the worst, but
I know why this doesn't work, and it's not the outfit, it's the hair. Like the hair is the problem.
That's what I'm saying. Like she even said on her Instagram, this is Candy, bro. Candy don't play no games. Like people like to come for her glam squad. Anybody who's watching this, whether you're watching it live or later, if y'all hating on Candy's Glam Squad, we got beef. Let me know, and I'm ready, and I got time. Because
Candy's confessional looks always look good. Like Candy
always plays. So if she did this, it's because they told her Into the Dungeon. She said, "Okay, great." All the other ladies said, "Okay, then I'm gonna go Black and Sexy." But Black and Sexy, they did that at Cynthia's wedding. They did that for the cast photo 2 seasons ago. So to me, not cosplay. Child, not cosplay.
Yeah, it was cosplay.
It's giving cosplay.
Sarah, is that shade or is that you being sincere? But either way, she looks like She's the only one to me, her and Marlo, who look like the two that they're like trashing the most. To me, are the two that look most like they belong in the dungeon.
The dungeon.
But
I
also,
agree with that.
I think the boots, maybe they should have been thigh high instead of knees,
That's
because it
what
does make her look short, and she's
But
already
Candy's
short.
short. We already know.
Have
she's
y'all
short.
Right,
seen
but
those? Have y'all seen those Chanel?
Okay, sincere. I see you.
The Chanel thigh high boots. They were in Devil's Wear Prada. They're so
Right.
high. They legit almost like I remember in the Devil Wears Prada. They are so high. They come up to like where her jacket starts. Like that's how high. I think she needed a thigh high boot like
Exactly.
that. Also,
Yeah.
I know the hair is pin up. I don't like it. I don't like
Good
it.
job.
I think had she done a slick back ponytail, I think that would have aged so much better for this
Yeah,
look.
but I think it would have been more cliched though.
That's fine. I would prefer cliche over because I don't think this look is not giving you pin up. So I don't get the point of the pin up.
It does give me. I
Oh,
can't
no.
lie. The look definitely gives you pin up.
No,
Do
it
you
does
like
give
the
you-
look? Is a different thing. Like I feel like the look gives you pin up from head to
I
toe.
think either she should have did thigh high boots or maybe just did a heel.
I'm gonna be honest.
But I was feeling the hair.
I'll be honest. I can see because the hair is not common. Okay. At the reunion, people are supposed to literally go, that's supposed to be their most expensive looking look, right? And we're used to any franchise, though Housewives come looking like literally princesses and queens.
What their version, right?
Right. However, with this one, she went into the theme instead of into the glam. And she said that. She was like, we always do that. Listen, I'm the richest bitch on this motherfucking stage. If I wanted to out glamour these bitches, if I wanted to out money these hoes, I could have done it down, period.
Yes.
And point blank. However, what I chose to do was have some motherfucking fun. Since this whole season, y'all want to talk about a dungeon. I was a dungeon queen, and y'all know how Candy gets about her sets. Candy said, I'm about to turn the fuck up. And I think people just don't appreciate it.
I also will say I saw her post like a boomerang or something on her Instagram. I think this look is going to look better when you see it like in motion than it does in like a picture. Because when I saw a video, when I saw it on video moving, I felt like it looked better to me then than it does in this particular picture. Also,
I love it. Now let me find that picture.
Well, while you do that, isn't it sad that they had to put out reunion pics prior to the reunion date even coming out? You know what I'm saying?
No, because I know what you're about to say. Because
the storyline is so dry. They were like,
they always do that though. They always release the reunion.
Yeah, I was about to say that they always do that.
Because I think the reason why they started releasing them was because they would always get leaked by somebody. Like there would always be these snaps and they would leak. So I think what Bravo started doing was when they shoot the reunion, let's just go ahead and release like professionally done pictures, so we're not having like low quality
leaks
things leak. Because I think all the Housewife franchises, when they shoot the reunions, and you know when they shoot them because Andy will say, "Hey, we're shooting this reunion this weekend. Send me your questions," and then they'll release the looks after they say.
True.
But
I want to show y'all something really quick before we go to the next one, just to give you a context of Candy's look.
I mean, I get the reference. I'm just not a fan.
Like to me, like she really like her team said. Like it's got the thigh high, it's got the stockings, the gloves,
but again, those are thigh high stockings.
Right? Exactly.
She had on little knee boots.
Okay.
Which came up a little high.
I can admit that, like, you know, but my point is like when you put if all of the women had come in something similar, we wouldn't be clowning Candy right now. The problem is that she went into the theme and everybody else didn't. They went light into the theme, and therefore everybody else just did black with crystals.
Did you look at we didn't show the back of Force's outfit because the back of Force's outfit is very revealing.
Just because it's revealing doesn't mean nothing. When you talk about a dungeon, I'm sorry, Mo. When you talk about a dungeon sexually, the first thing that comes to mind is leather.
Well, you are a bigger expert than me.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Not on national internet, ho. Don't do that.
I think the person who hit the mark in terms of like following the theme and still keeping it glam, and we can go ahead, I guess, and throw up her outfit. I think Marlo did the best at following
So
the theme.
let's bring Marlo. Okay, let me find a picture because y'all know
about Marlo.
I like Marlo's outfit.
I like Marlo's outfit.
Let me be clear. I'm not a fashionista, bruh. I really thought they all looked really beautiful. Let me be honest. I don't think anybody looked bad. I think we're just
We're nitpicking like
we're nitpicky fans. Because yes, this is every. I love this. Honestly, fuck all that bullshit. I love this. Let me tell you what. First of all, hair, laid, face, beat, jewelry, slayed, ankle. Bitch, look at her shoes, my nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
It looked like an all black party, beach party, but I mean, she's laid.
But like, I like the leather. I like the leather. The leather part on top. I love the strings on the side. It's like reminiscent of like whips. You know what I mean? Like I think that there's definitely like.
No, I'm with you, Tristan. I feel like okay. So you got the leather up top. You got the revealingness, right? So the dress itself isn't where the glamour comes in. So where do I put the glamour? I put the glamour makeup, in the hair, the jewelry, the makeup, the jewelry. Like she is jeweled down. Yeah, she is naked.
She's naked, yes.
Exactly. Yes, it's into the dungeon. She's naked. Nipples areolas are concealed. However, y'all see she got that dump truck. Okay. You see she got that lace front. You see she got Jacob everywhere.
You know what? Miss Vincent, you're right. Marlo is doing too much. Marlo is the queen of doing too much. And I'm here for Marlo doing too much all the time.
All the time, whenever she gets a chance.
Every time. Like Marlo be the one like wearing like Chanel heels in the most inappropriate places. Like her outfits most times don't
be like, girl, why are you wearing that?
Where are you going? But I be here for it. I be here for it.
I think she looks amazing. I think it's great for the theme. I wish that the other ladies had done. I know I heard a lot of fans being like, "Oh, Candy and Marlo aren't classy." It's like the theme was into the like. Let's be clear, y'all stop with that not classy bullshit. Like, because what that is low key. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a man. I know I'm a man, and I'm not trying to tell women how to be women. But when I hear people look at Marlo and Candy in a situation like this, after watching the episode of Cynthia's bachelorette party, and they have the nerve to say that they're not classy, like Kenya was literally laying on her back with her legs wide open. Like, let's not talk about not classy. Like, they're just people. They're just people. And sometimes as human beings, we're classy. And then sometimes we ratchet. Sometimes we hoes. Like, that's just part of
I don't see how this. Can I be honest? I don't even think this is that vulgar.
I don't think so either. But I'm not.
Like
but
we're not
women.
You will see that at a beach party.
Like I've seen more vulgar dresses on red carpets. I've seen way more vulgar dresses on red carpets.
I don't know about that.
I don't think she would have. But like, let's pretend that they didn't, because that's what people are acting like. People are acting like the theme wasn't into the dungeon. If the theme wasn't into the dungeon, I can understand. Would be odd. Yes, but being that was the theme, why are we so upset that she decided to come in something slightly revealing?
Right.
Like, it's in theme. Like, why are we mad? Like, her and Candy came in theme, and LaToya, who we're going to bring up next. And go ahead.
I just want to roast. I'm gonna wait.
Oh, you want to roast LaToya?
I want to roast LaToya because I.
Oh, I didn't think we was going to have a roasting. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and bring that up then, because I didn't expect the roasting to come.
Yes.
She is the only person whose outfit I do not like at all. Like, there is nothing about this that I like at all.
Really?
The makeup has her washed out. Like, she does, like, it's not cute. I don't like the hair particularly. I don't like the outfit.
You think she should have kept the braids?
The braids would look better. Like, if she had done butt length braids in black, I would have much preferred
the braids and some red tips.
Right, like that would have been much preferred than this. I don't understand why we chose these shoes with this outfit. What's
wrong with this shoe?
This outfit is more vulgar than what Marlo is wearing. Like, because this is legitimate. Like, I see your panties.
I do see your panties.
I do
I
see your
see London.
panties.
I see Fred.
I do. I see it all. Like you're not hiding nothing from me at this point.
This
Well,
doesn't
it
look.
said into the dungeon.
It doesn't particularly
Right.
look flattering. It doesn't flatter her because
That's the part for me. That's the issue.
She
Is
don't-
like this is
she's
not,
not bad
and it
looking.
might just be
She's
the
beautiful.
picture. It might be just the picture. Like we don't know how she's gonna sit in it because like sometimes I'll be honest. Sometimes the way that they be sitting in their reunion outfits. My favorite reunion outfit from Candy was a few seasons ago when she had that Jasmine princess updo, but she was
Yes.
sitting. Her whole like she was like prissy the whole night. So we have to see in live motion. But as far as in picture frame, this picture is not flattering.
Y'all, my homeboy is watching. He just texted me. He said Latoya is giving Forever 21.
Tell your homeboy why don't he comment that in the comment section, like,
right.
share, and all that shit. But he's
Well, I
absolutely.
mean, he hear us.
I feel
He know
like
what I'm talking
I've
about.
never been to Forever 21. So
But you
I'm
know what we
dead.
talk about when we say that.
yes, I
This
do.
This is everybody has some kind of local store that sells like all the club dresses that cost like $25 and you don't give a
Mhm.
fuck if it mess up because you only paid $25 for it. That's what this is.
She is beautiful. Let
She's
me tell
very
you my
beautiful.
issue with this dress: the feathers.
Yeah, I don't
Was
like
there-
the feathers.
Did they run out of feathers at the feather store, child? Because it's like you put enough feathers for nothing.
Cause they the cheap feathers. So like I learned this on.
Look
I
at
learned this on.
Look, I'm sorry, Tristan.
No,
you
you're
got
fine.
4 feathers at the bottom. You could have
I
left them
learned on-
feathers out.
I learned on Drag Race that there are like different kinds of feathers, and like the most expensive or the ones that look very luxe and luxurious are ostrich feathers.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're also the hardest to work
Right.
with.
But these are
and
like,
they're also probably the hardest to get because they're fucking ostriches. Ostriches
but
are
these are
fast.
like chicken. Like this is like chicken. I don't know what kind of feathers these are. I don't like.
They
it.
dyed some chicken feathers.
And then what
know
is this
what? I
random
can't.
tool? And what is this tool train on the side? Like I don't.
That is Tool.
Right. Like
Oh, child. Oh, my God. Yo, I'm telling you, she's been sneaking by because all the videos I've seen has said Candy and Marlo are the worst dressed. And I disagree. Tristan has sold me. This is the worst dress. And I'm sorry. I like Latoya. I think Latoya's a beautiful woman. However, this is not a flattering dress. I think it makes her look a different shape than she is.
Yeah,
I think
it does make her look short. Yeah.
It makes her look a different shape than she is. The Tool thing, I don't really care one way or another. But seeing that this is, it doesn't give me. It's not giving what it was supposed to give.
it's not getting.
You
Well, that
wasted your
needed-
money.
Now that needed something asymmetrical on.
Yes. And
Ah.
then also, why don't you have a necklace? Like your chest area is so
No,
It's
bare.
bare. It is bare.
Like no, there's no necklace or like
She got
all that-
earrings on though.
But like to me, if you have that much
They
bare
should've had-
chest,
they
there
should've
should have
You
been
should have
something.
something.
some type
Yeah.
of piece on.
Yeah. I
I see
think
what
she
you're
would have
saying.
looked better if this dress was maybe like all right here, black leather, and sheer right here,
Can I be
and
honest?
then like a necklace right here.
if the
Well,
dress
somebody
had
liked the
been,
bare neck.
Somebody liked the bare neck, so hey,
dress had been
good. I'm
long.
glad you liked it. No,
Like-
don't hide the comment. Let them stay. Let them live. Go ahead. Go
The
ahead.
dress
Oh,
had
Tristan
been-
was trying to talk. My bad. Go ahead.
Right.
If the dress had been long, like a full, if it was still see through, but it was like long, I would have liked that. And then
Yes.
where all these little feathers are, you could have just made them darker where the breast and where the like private area is, and then that
Yes.
would have looked so luxe. So
Yes,
luxe.
and it
so
still would have
rich.
given you that skimp that we need for
That
the whole
illusion.
like theme.
Right. That
Yes,
nude
I
illusion.
agree.
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
like the idea of what she was
Trying to
like,
go
I like
for.
Trying to go for.
Oh,
Like,
Tristan. Or the opposite could have worked if the dress was just short, but it was up here too.
Like, it went all the. It was right.
If the sheer thing went all the way up to
all the way
neck,
up.
even if it went
Yes.
up here, but it was just really short, that would have worked too.
But it
I
literally
think-
looks like a tube. It looks like a tube. Like it's like a tube. Like
It's a
like-
tube
Yeah.
dress. It is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a tube
It's
dress.
a tube
Okay.
dress with a train, with a tool train.
With a tool train. Okay, and then we'll look at the cast member picture real quick just to say we looked at it.
Yes.
Now they all next to each other. I love this picture, and I think it's fucked up how they lined them up though. They should have put Drew over here.
No, wait a minute. That's not a good sign.
I think they should have put because what they did was they put the more scantily clad women together.
Normally,
the people who are actually in the theme.
Pause. They also put it in order of who's possibly on the way out.
Lies, child. Lies.
No, that's true.
Why do you feel like Cynthia is... Wait, who do you think is on the way out?
It's Cynthia.
Wait, you said Cynthia and Candy are on the way out?
If they're on the outer of the focus of the picture.
Oh, okay.
Because, and then, yeah.
I honestly don't think they're going to get rid of Candy anytime soon. I'm sorry. Let me tell you why. Like, Candy has way too many fans. I'm sorry, child. And the Candy fans act different. The difference between like Candy fans, Toya fans, not Toya, Candy fans, Portia fans, Kingy fans, Candy fans don't got to say shit. We just watch the shows. I'm a Candy fan. Like,
watch Candy.
If they got rid of anybody else up here, I would be sad, but I would keep watching. If they got rid of Candy, I actually would not watch the show.
Right, but you grew up on the show, though. There's a whole generation of fans that's like, Mo,
stop talking. I don't like what you're saying. Get out of my face. I don't like nothing that you're talking about.
I haven't.
Okay, Nene.
Okay. So this picture actually makes me think about an issue I think I have with reality shows and kind of how they're done. I feel like this is what happens when I think there should be like one stylist or maybe like a couple of stylists that work with everyone together. Because
you're saying this is what happens when you have a team and your team only works for you?
For you, right. Because Portia,
Cynthia, and Kenya look like they're going to the same event.
But even then, their dresses look very similar.
They do.
They're very similar looking.
That's my point. It's like you have three women who look like they're literally wearing the same dress.
Right, different versions of the same dress.
Especially Kenya and Cynthia.
But if you had one stylist or at least a team of stylists who work together for the overall, how will this look? Because I think what Bravo does is they say the theme is black, the theme is this, and then your personal team does whatever. I think if you had a team that worked with everybody, you would get a better overall picture. And
let me tell you why that doesn't happen. If Bravo tells you X, Y, Z, and the third, and your team has to come up with it, guess what? Bravo doesn't have to pay for.
You look.
That's why. So that way, your glam squad is your expense, not ours.
I think Bravo is footing the bill for these stylists. I might be wrong, but I think they might.
I don't know about the other franchises, but for this franchise, I would be shocked if I found out that Bravo paid for these women.
I will say this: the first couple of seasons they did.
Of course, the first couple of seasons.
But now they're established franchise. Honey, you want this $1 million?
I don't know if it's the same anymore. But I know at one point RHOA was basically the rated show on the network. So I feel like at this point it's like, okay, I'm gonna let you and your teams do what y'all want to do. I do think there needs to be after this, because I think what this is an example of is how you can have a theme misinterpreted. Because you literally have two extremes. You have Into the Dungeon, the glam version. And to be honest, I don't feel like the theme was Into the Dungeon. I feel like the theme was burlesque.
That could make sense.
The reason why is because feathers are everywhere.
If they
when I think of dungeons, I don't think of feathers. I think of whips. When I think of burlesque, I think of feathers. And feathers are literally in everybody's outfit except for not everybody's, but feathers are everywhere. So I'm not sure.
Outfit, though.
Not Candy's, but my point is like when I look at the differences between the left side of the screen and the right side of the screen, it makes me think like they needed somebody to oversee these things and be like, this is what we're doing, this is what we're not doing. Because if Candy knew that they weren't gonna go, everybody wasn't gonna go to the dungeon, she would have gone to the princess store like everybody else did.
Okay.
Everybody else just did black glam.
Now
they just did black glam.
I will say this: if they decided to go burlesque, then that means, even though I love Cynthia and she is fine as all get out, that hairstyle really is not really with the times of like burlesque, with the 30s and 40s and stuff like
Only
that.
3 hairs. I guess, yeah, you're right. Because everybody else would have the Kenya,
Not
burlesque?
Kenya's either. Like,
Not Kenya. It would be
Drew
cool,
and
but it wouldn't be
Portia.
up.
Yeah, it would be snatched, right?
I think the burlesque ones will be these 3 ladies.
But I just
Pretty
want to
much.
stress before we finish, so folks know all of these women are gorgeous. We think they're
Period.
all beautiful.
Period.
Like,
Absolutely.
we're not up here trying to like bash anyone. Basically, they all look
Absolutely.
beautiful. They all got more money than I would probably ever have. They probably spent more money on their glam squad.
Well, I'm not gonna speak that in my life.
Hello.
Okay.
Listen,
I
at
do
Sip
know
and Kiki, we are here to talk. We're not here to judge.
Okay.
So we feel like all of them look great. We're nitpicking at their outfits, but we don't think their outfits make them. That's not who we are.
But hey, wow percents. Take a look at us. I mean, I think we did a better job than some of the other judges. I'm just saying.
Okay.
What you mean? What you mean?
I think we gave a fair and balanced and entertaining judgment of their
instead of just being personal, because like there's certain cast members who I don't like. I don't. But I have to say that like I go back and forth with Kenya. I actually I like Kenya. Let's be clear. I actually like Kenya, which is why I get mad at her when she be doing fuck shit.
That's fair.
I like her.
Damn,
So
girl.
when it's like, oh man, fuck that nigga who's taking you through that divorce shit. And I love seeing you as a mother, and I love seeing your personal struggles. Why do you care that this woman has sex with a stripper? Like, you've never done anything risque. You was in Hollywood, ho. I know you done some risque shit. Like, let's be clear.
She don't like Portia. She just don't like the girl.
But this is my thing about it though. Like, there's people I don't like. Let me tell you what the people I don't like. What I don't do to the people I don't like is perpetuate unnecessary bullshit.
Yeah, that's true too.
I mean, it's a
but
show.
maybe she's trying to keep her peach too.
Okay, because there wasn't a lot happening this season, ladies and gentlemen.
Man.
Like the
and one thing Kenya will do is keep the show going. Yeah.
Maybe.
So speaking of stale, I know we're talking about Married to Medicine next, but did anything really happen on Married to Medicine tonight? Like, I watched, but like I didn't get the vibe that much really happened.
Okay, so let's pivot. Married to Medicine. So I had a list of questions. Lisa Nicole showed up.
I missed that part.
I got mad.
I missed that part.
Let me tell you, when Lisa Nicole, it was Lisa Nicole and Carrie.
Whatever name.
When Lisa Nicole showed up, this is why I got mad, because she was like, Simone was like, yeah, Lisa Nicole used to hang out with us, but she left. And then Toya went, no, she was chased out by certain members. And then they showed clips of Heavenly arguing with her, and then Quad arguing with her. This is why I got mad. Quad, this is to Toya's, like, she had like a pool kickback, not a party, just a kickback.
Okay.
So this is the issue I had. They showed Quad cursing her out, but the specific clip that they showed was that clip when her and Quad went out to a restaurant together and they sit outside on the patio. Lisa Nicole was the culprit of that shade.
I remember, that's true.
That was when Lisa Nicole threw that drink in Quad's face, and Quad ate that shit and didn't give her the energy she wanted. Lisa Nicole thought that if she threw that drink in Quad's face, Quad was going to try to fight her. And Quad didn't fight her. And she looked like an idiot. But Bravo didn't show that part. They just showed Quad like reading her ass for filth. And I don't like that because I'm a Quad fan. But I don't like that because it's like, why do y'all look? I'm about to sound like OG off of Basketball Wives. Why do y'all feel like y'all need to make these dark black women look like villains all the fucking time? Quad is the best thing that happened to that show, if you ask me. Now, Quad.
I mean, we was all tired of Lisa Nicole, if the truth be told. We wanted her to.
Everybody was tired of her because
everybody was tired of her. It was a lie.
Look, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna say your husband was gay because I'm not the type of person to say that somebody's husband is. I'm not a sexuality. I'm not like I don't like to out people. That's their business. All that stuff. However, whether your husband was gay or not, he was on some fuck shit.
Your husband, I don't think her husband was gay. Like, I'm not. Like, I'll just be honest.
But he was on some fuck shit.
But he was definitely fucking other women.
Period.
He was definitely out there fucking other women. Period. And the fact that to me, this is what I don't understand about people. You want to put if you're gonna put if you're gonna take the steps to put your life on TV, know
prepared.
what the fuck you need to be prepared. And don't be mad when folks know Atlanta is small. Atlanta is not big.
You do some shit in Atlanta, niggas in Columbus and Augusta and Macon are gonna know about it. Let's be clear.
Don't know.
And if y'all ain't in Georgia, you don't know. But let me tell you, you can't do shit in Atlanta without the whole, not city, state knowing about your business.
Because not to switch shows, but everybody knew Apollo was at the strip club all the time because people saw him at the strip club all the time. This was not a secret. People were like, "Yo, brother,
Lisa Nicole's husband."
Lisa Nicole's husband was at the strip club.
All up in Club Cheetah.
That Cheetah, child.
All at the
Cheetah Lounge, honey.
Which is a very nice establishment. Let me just
absolutely
be very clear to everyone.
It is.
A very nice establishment. They have great food.
Strip clubs in Atlanta are nice because they know where that muncie is. They trying to get that quaint.
Well, not all of them are nice. Some of them.
Well, not all of them. But let's be honest. I've never been to the Blue Flame, but I know where the Blue Flame is.
I wouldn't even talk about the Blue Flame.
I know you're not, but you were. I know you're not, but you were. I've never been to the Blue Flame.
It's a respectable black-owned establishment.
Period.
You not talk about the Blue Flame like that.
I'm about to read the Blue Flame on the low and give them props. The Blue Flame is in. I'm about to tell you the truth. The Blue Flame is in the hood, so that means you get what you get. But
no, they don't.
Let me finish. The Blue Flame is in the hood. You're gonna get. Let me finish. You're gonna get what you get when you go to the Blue Flame, but you're gonna get what you get when you go to the
Last
Blue Flame.
time I was at Blue Flame.
Okay.
Pause. If you want to turn, let me finish. Let me say what I'm trying to say. If you go to the Blue Flame, recognize that it is in the hood. However, you got to be ready to turn all the way the fuck up. That's just what it is.
Pause, because the Blue Flame is in the hood, but it's kind of hood adjacent because it's right next to the highway. Because it's right next to the highway.
You're talking about because Kyle on the other side of the highway?
No. Also, there is a truck stop across the street, which is one of the largest truck stops in the city.
Really? So you would know that because you're a trucker.
Yes, I do. So, and they're trying to get that multicultural coin, okay?
Educate us.
Yes. So, no, the Blue Flame is not Boulevard holes and all that.
I never said that. That's not what I said.
But the Blue Flame
But you're saying that just because they're in the hood, that's what you expect.
I know. I said it's in the hood, so you're going to get what you get.
But that's not
That's all I said. I didn't say that the hood was bad. But on the flip side, I also said, but you're going to turn all the way up. Listen,
but the Blue Flame,
I'm sorry. All right, let's be clear. You can get shot as the Blue Flame.
Blue Flame also.
You can get shot the fuck up at the Blue Flame. Don't act like you can't.
The Blue Flame plays porno on the TVs in the club. I'm just being it's lit, but it's
lit, but it's hood.
It's lit as fuck.
But it's hood. It's no shade. That's
it's not. I mean, it's not Platinum 21. I mean, it's not like the Cheetah.
All I'm saying, listen, I used to live. Mo, let's be clear. I used to live 3 minutes away from the Blue Flame.
I know you was a few blocks over. I know. I dropped before. I know.
So shit. So hello. So my point is this. I love the Blue Flame. I'm just telling you the truth. It's hood, but it's lit as fuck. Just know you in the hood. So this is why I say that. Cause I'm telling you, I don't want to get into race.
But there's
certain people who'll be like, oh my God, I'm in Atlanta. Let's go to the Blue Flame. You need to go to the Blue Flame, but you need to bring some friends with your ass to the Blue Flame.
Guys, I know we're all married to medicine, but I really want to talk about this one thing. I really want to talk about it really bad. It's been on my mind.
Wait, we got to do the reality show recap.
Nothing happened on Married to Medicine. We saw Lisa Nicole, and what else?
We saw Carrie.
I have two questions. I have comments. I have notes. I want to talk about, for one, I really appreciate that they talked about andropause. This is why I feel like this is my thing. This is why I really love reality TV. They have a tendency to, in the midst of the drama and the fighting and the stuff that we watch it for, they'll throw in these really important lessons and messages and stuff. The andropause thing, I had no clue about it. And as a black man, knowing that now, learning about prostate cancer early because both my grandfather and my father have gone through their struggles, it's just interesting to learn about these things.
So he was getting tea injected in his buttocks.
He was. And I love him for that. I love him for that because as a black man, do you know how much ego death that has to happen in order for you to get on national TV and share that story? Because you're so strong and secure in your manhood that other black men or other men, period, are going through this and are probably afraid to deal with it. But just seeing you up there will make them feel like I need to go to the doctor. I need to go. And I love that about this show. Like with Toya and her taxes, as much as we want to talk shit about her, do you know how many new first generation out the hood black people who have money who, after watching them go through that struggle, went and got an accountants? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing I love, and I just have to put that out there. Like, I love the show, all reality TV shows for doing that. In the midst of the drama, they put that out there so that we as black people can go take care of the shit we really need to take care of.
Right.
And I really appreciate that.
Here he is.
Okay, and then the next thing is, why is Heavenly Son cute?
Is he cute?
Why is he cute? Why is Heavenly Son cute?
Well, look, y'all gonna have to talk amongst yourselves about that. I don't.
We don't have to.
I don't think he's cute. I have no comment. Like,
Tristan, don't. Okay. All right,
you're
gonna leave me out here by myself? That's fine. I think he's cute. Fine.
He's not cute.
Anyway,
I do think Simone's son, who's going to college, I think he's a very handsome young man.
Both of Simone's kids are cute, but it's surprising to me that Heavenly's children are so attractive. All of her children are really beautiful.
Her daughter is beautiful.
Her daughter is like, she's becoming more and more beautiful. It's kind of interesting.
Like, she's beautiful.
Yeah. Like, Heavenly's pretty too, but she just country as a mother.
Their kids look much better than them. I'm not going to tell the truth. Heavenly and her husband have beautiful children, and they Let me.
And then one more thing, and then we can go to the thing you want to talk about. How do we feel about? Oh, two more things. How do we feel about Anila?
I don't like her. She can go.
I don't like her. She can go.
She's doing,
especially after tonight.
She's doing, like, it's too much. It's way.
She just complained about. Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's. There's some people when they get on a reality show, when they get on the show, they do too much in an effort to like be entertaining and to like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, the best way I can describe it is the difference between Drew and the difference between like LaToya. I think Drew is a perfect like first season how you should be on a show. I think LaToya is the opposite, doing too much too soon. That's Anila doing too much too soon. Like, sis,
but you know she's gonna get a second season, right?
Of course, because she's messy and first of all, and I get
you say it's because she's messy. I don't say that's why.
I get the feeling producers are saying to Anila, "Yo, we need you to like say this and do this," and then she does.
Probably.
Like, that's the feeling, because like that whole situation at her party last week. I know not to go back, but like it just seemed very weird that she brought all that stuff up between Toya and Contessa, and like you ain't.
And let's not forget she's an influencer. She's a blogger,
right?
So she will definitely do the shit that the producers want her to do,
right?
Exactly.
So it's for me, it's too much. I don't particularly find her to be funny or entertaining. I'm not really interested in her home life, like.
Although I will say this, I did feel sorry for her husband though, because she just got on her mom about being so pushy, and she basically became her mom. Right, was pushy for the exact same things, and he's like, "Dude, you know, I just started back working. I ain't been working for 6 months because of damn COVID. Like,
and he seems
got
the
money
nice
to be
guy.
doing all that. Yeah, he does seem kind of like another Eugene, and I feel bad for him.
Which is why her and Toya are friends.
You message.
Like, they both just kind of
birds of a feather,
right? Well, I would say and spend their money, but Anila claims she an influencer, so I'm assuming. But see, here's my thing: does that actually? Heavenly had a good point. Does that actually make you money? Because you can have a lot of followers on Instagram. It can make you money, but having a lot of Instagram followers doesn't necessarily mean that you do make a lot of money. Like, I haven't visited her Instagram, so I don't know if she's doing like sponsored posts or like anything like that. But just because you got a lot of followers don't mean you actually making money from it. I follow a guy on Instagram right now. He fine as hell with a beard. He a cable dude. He don't make no money from having 100 and some odd thousand followers on Instagram. He just got a lot of followers.
He's an
like
idiot
his
he's an idiot because he should have parlayed that into somebody's beard company. You know, the beard companies that are out there that are doing internet commercials. And if he has a luscious beard,
I get the vibe that Anila is just cool with having a bunch of followers, that she ain't really caring about the part like making money. Like, she just likes having people look at her and like her things and like that kind of a thing.
Because why does she need the money? Look at who she's married. Like, bruh, Like, I'm not into her because
Lisa Nicole was into the MLM business, and her
Scams. Sorry.
I'm just not
allegedly.
into her.
Allegedly.
I'm not into her. I feel frustrated because I actually like wasn't on the Mariah train, but now I'm on the Mariah train a bit. Like her whole thing is like they show more favoritism to color, like people of the cast that as far as you are away from blackness, the more they're gonna like protect you, right? I found out that Kim Zolciak, like it's interesting to me how Tardy for the Party keeps getting new seasons.
Because and it's not good.
First of all, it's not good. Second of all, they literally would go like 2 or 3 years without a season, right? And she's making a lot of money doing those like seasons. But they were bringing up Kenya, and they were basically saying that Kenya not like skipping out on one season. They were really like upset with her, and she's a big part of the franchise. Well, as much as I don't like her, it's not that I don't like her. As much as I don't like some of her antics, she's great for the show. However, they gave her a hard time while she wasn't on the show too.
Well, you know why?
And then after they get rid of Mariah, who was also bringing in a Muslim religious aspect, and I think her husband is from
Asian American.
I'm sure. Where's her husband from? India?
He's Indian, right?
From Bangladesh, right? He's from Bangladesh.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, and then as soon as they get rid of her and have this issue, they bring on an Indian woman with her husband.
Well, no, Lisa Nicole got on first. Is she Indian?
No,
I think she's mixed. I think
he's black and white. No, right. I just think it's interesting. The year they get rid of Mariah, they bring on Anila.
And it's like, I mean, let's face it, she had been gone since season 2. She was
Mariah was a full cast member last year.
No, she was a friend of the. Mariah
was a full cast member last year.
She came back.
She was not in the opening credits on that show.
Yes, she was last year. Go back and watch. She was.
Google. I don't.
Do you want to put a bet, Tristan?
Okay. Aside from the betting,
don't do that because I was about to give you some money. Okay, I was about to get my PayPal filled up. Okay, but okay,
fine. You get your Cash App filled up.
I'm not gambling on Easter Sunday, sir. I am not gambling on the day of the
Come
Lord.
on, Resurrection Sunday.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you again in 50 minutes. How about that? Okay, keep going.
49 and counting. But anyway, I think that they gave Kenya a harder time because Bravo had been building up to her wedding, and she decided not to do that with them. So they were pissed off because they were going to give her a spinoff episode of that damn wedding. Because basically the whole reason she's been on the show is that she's been trying to find a husband, and when she got the husband, she didn't reveal the husband with the wedding.
That's what that was about.
That's really what that was about.
I agree. And you got to think too, they let Nene apparently do all kind of fuck shit and fuckery for a long time. Still kept paying her. Because even the cast member said like Nene was
unruly.
She was calling people at Bravo while they were filming, being mad about stuff. She was choosing when she was going to show up to film, when she was not going to film. And during this whole time, Nene, to this day, as far as I know, she's still the highest paid housewife, or was the highest paid housewife in franchise history. I think Candy's the only, right? Yeah, Candy's the only person who's come close. Like even the housewives on like Beverly Hills don't make the Atlanta housewife money. Like Atlanta housewives are paid. That's why I always get frustrated with people when they talk about Bravo and like even Nene trying to say like, you know, they don't like black women, and they like no. Like in terms of the housewife franchises, the Atlanta housewives, they get paid compared to the other franchises.
But I think there's a difference between getting paid and getting respect. But you
got to think about too though. It's a reality show. Like this idea, like I think it's maybe racism isn't the right word. I don't want to have a serious conversation. Not colorism. I think that we do I get very upset that other races are allowed to have shows where white women are acting crazy and ugly and doing all kind of crazy shit. But then when black people do it, we can't have those shows because we have to always be on our best behavior. Like I don't think that's fair. I think there gets to be I think there should be able to be a gamut of how you see black people.
Child, you are right. I'm so surprised, but you are right.
It's true.
The problem has been there hasn't been a gambit The ones that are acting buffoonery has been put on the pedestal, and that's what's been pushed around the world.
I think there are reality shows where the black women aren't acting nutty and crazy. Now let's tell the truth.
Can we name some?
In general, we just like mess. Like in general, in reality TV show world, people like mess. That's not a race thing. Folks just like mess. Like the Salt Lake City Housewives, folks love them now because it's mess.
Yes, but you
It's
got the
just
black
mess.
woman on there that is married to her grandfather.
Her grandfather, girl.
Child, you lying.
Yeah, she's married to her grandfather, and then this other one got arrested last week for like fraud and like all kind. Got arrested while they were filming the show.
I'm over it.
They are currently filming the second season of Salt Lake City Housewives, and the woman got a call from someone saying, "Hey, the cops just pulled up to your crib to arrest you," and they were like filming. The cast was filming somewhere. She had her auntie come pick her up and lied to production about what was going on, and then production found out when she left that she had gotten arrested.
I'm sorry. Let me say hey to our Twitch viewers. Hey, Snow Cone, and
Hi,
also
Twitch.
I think it's Beep Bap. I don't know who Night Gamer is. I'm Day Gamer. So I think you're trying to be like slick with that, but we need to find a night gamer. You're right.
Maybe I'll be Night Gamer on Twitch.
You can't be Night Gamer on Twitch. Don't do that. That's gonna be my alter ego.
Your alter ego.
Yeah, like don't take my alter ego already.
All right.
Hey. How do I say this? Something guy. You'll be my night gamer.
Your night gamer. Ooh.
Okay, then, but you gotta look the part. Okay, don't flex. All right. So we're done with the reality show recap for tonight. Let's talk about some of this other crazy shit that's happened. We will be back next week for another episode. There's 2 episodes left in Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Madison, and then after that, it will be. Do I have a donate button? We don't. However, we do. Nelly Media, which is our parent company. We are currently raising money to film our first web series, and I will put that link in the chat.
Drop us some coins, people. Thank you very much.
Yes. And after you finish doing that, make sure you check out my cash
quit it.
at $ MOESMITA.
Yes.
P as in Paul, RO. And that's the people that are out there watching me in my beautiful face.
But thanks for even considering donating. And I really, you only have Venmo. I don't know anything about Venmo. So if you only have Venmo, I don't know if we have a GoFundMe that's up right now, and I just put the link in the chat. So if y'all want to hook us up, please do. If y'all can't or whatever, you don't have Venmo, that's totally cool. We're just totally fine with just hanging out with y'all and talking shit. Like honestly, we are.
I got Venmo.
No, quit it. Okay, so we're gonna talk about. Do y'all want to talk about Sweetie first, or y'all want to talk about?
I want about Sweetie and Quavo first.
You want to talk about Sweetie and Quavo first? What's the other thing we're supposed to talk about? City Girls.
The City Girls.
Okay, let's talk about Sweetie and Quavo first, because me and Tristan had a long conversation with my dad. I thought he was gonna stop being my friend.
No.
Listen, let me tell you, because y'all know how I am. I'm like, let's talk. I was on the phone with Tristan like this. Yeah, but Tristan, listen, because I was trying so hard not to lose my friend. I was like, Tristan, please.
And y'all, I was at work stressed.
He was hot. Like, he was hot.
Somebody had flooded an apartment at work, and like I had somebody moving in, it was a lot. Like I was over it. People was doing too much. It was a lot. But I will say I'm
sorry, Tristan. Thank you, Snow Cone. I appreciate you. Even if you just look at the GoFundMe, I appreciate that.
We love you, Snow Cone.
We love you. Go ahead.
So the Sweetie Quavo thing made me think about like how we react to certain things. I would let Sweetie hit me. Jesus. Okay.
Right? With her fine
I think that I am bothered by how we, specific in the Black community, view violence or deal with violence. And it's like kind of 2 sides to it. So first off, I don't like that some people glorify like volatile relationships. I don't even want to say
I'm 100% with you on that one.
And I don't even mean like a man beating on a woman. I just mean 2 grown people like fighting each other is seen as like that's real love. No, it's not. Like when you love somebody and y'all are in a functional like working relationship, that's not how you should resolve conflict. It shouldn't be with physical means. It shouldn't be with words that could be considered to be violent. Second of all, I saw on Twitter today, it was a video of a woman running a man over. Like she ran, I don't know how they got into it, but like he was her boyfriend, and she ran over his legs like with the car twice. The person who posted they weren't famous people, but maybe another one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. There's been another one because she got out and started cussing his ass out on one.
The person who posted it put laughing emojis with it, and then like in the Twitter thread, all these women were like making fun and like, ooh, I wonder what he did to deserve that. We would never say that. We only do that with women. When women hit men, the assumption is always, or when women are violent with men, the assumption is the man did something that warranted that woman being violent. And let's be very clear, nobody has ever warranted violence against them. I don't care if you're a man, woman, fish, fowl, whatever. I don't co-sign violence.
Fish.
Editor's note: fish can be considered derogatory. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
But I'm assuming, I'm not trying to mansplain, but you did mean actual fish, right?
I meant actual fish, not
right.
The
only reason I assume he meant actual fish is because he said fish fowl, which is basically a bird. Yeah, so I assumed he meant actual fish and actual birds. But you're right, fish can be derogatory.
So we just,
I don't use fish when I'm
canceled.
Okay.
Let's not get canceled. We on our second episode, child.
Okay. But in terms of Quavo and Sweetie, I feel like it looks to be so. Apparently, this particular incident happened like a year ago. So this happened
when they first started talking.
I don't think it was. I don't think either one of them. Like I think both of them were in the wrong. Like, it was just there was so much wrong to go around to everyone. But I think what often happens is people see things like that and it triggers things for them that they had in their own relationships that were bad. Like if you were a woman and you were battered, maybe seeing that triggers you. And so then you project what happened to you onto that situation, but that situation isn't what happened to you. Like, I don't think it's fair to call Quavo an abuser when that's not what I saw. I would not use that word to describe that situation.
Some people, this is how I feel about it. I feel like, I hate to say this because it's almost hypocritical for me to say this because I do believe in I'm a feminist, so I believe in equality amongst the sexes, which means that I should feel that men and women should be equally culpable in violent acts. Do I feel like Sweetie was wrong? Absolutely. Do I feel like as a man who is more physically capable than a woman, physically, that you have a higher responsibility to do less harm in a physical interaction? Absolutely. So as much as I feel like she should not have done what she did, I also feel like he had a higher responsibility to de-escalate that situation. And it eventually happened, but I don't like the way he went about de-escalating the situation. Now, I'll be honest. Am I mad at him? Will I cancel him? None of that. Do I think in my head, damn, I wish he had done that differently? Sure. But in the heat of the moment, I don't know if I would have done anything differently because you're just at that point, just kind of like you can't really talk about what you would do in the heat of a moment.
Right.
When things are just going, you can say what you think you'll do, but you don't know. Mm-hmm. Period. You don't know until it's there. So he did it. They didn't. Well, she did try to swing at him, but I feel like I wish he had handled it differently. But I understand how the heat of the moment turned into just let me restrain her. And I the only issue that I really have with everything that happened is, because at the end of the day, they're not together anymore. So we can't,
thank God,
we can't go into this whole idea of like, they're staying together. They're toxic. No, they're not together anymore. So this is probably not going to happen again, assuming. And then on the end of it, it's like this. This is the issue I have is like, people are saying, oh, that's just black love. No, sir. No, ma'am.
No, it's not.
Sir. No, ma'am.
It's not.
Let's never, ever normalize violence in a relationship, whether it is at the hands of a man or a woman, being synonymous with black love. We're not doing that. It is not healthy. It is not normal. It's not something we're going to become accustomed to. Oh, that's how what black love looks like for you, maybe. I don't think Remy and Papoose be fighting.
Not on camera.
No, okay. I'll say that at least now. We hadn't seen it.
Not on camera.
but on the real though, you're absolutely right, because you don't see Remy and Papoose doing all that rah-rah. There, it's strictly black love over there, and it's just some mad props for them.
And I'm sure they argue and fight, but
I
would be surprised that either one of them would stay in a relationship that was physically volatile. I would be surprised. I'm not saying like you never know what's going on in somebody's house.
But I will say for them, like in terms of the Remy and Papoose, they are older, and I think Quavo, you got to think about Quavo and Sweetie.
Right.
Like they were in their 20s, like early 20s, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Babies.
I think when you're younger, I don't want to say that you don't know any better, but like
you have that illusion of I want a thug.
Right. And
I don't want no motherfucking thugs. Let me say, it's not that I don't mind a thug, but I'm not dealing with no bullshit.
Dear, are you in your early 20s?
Yes. Don't do that. Don't tell my age on national internet. I'll fuck you up through this camera if you ever decide to tell my age on national.
Well, you know what? This better not be a clip, because if something happens to you, I don't want to be responsible.
I'm gonna make this in a clip.
But I think we would.
Embarrassing me on national internet. How dare you? Do you know who I am?
I'm sorry, Tristan. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I think we will all agree that when we were in our 20s, I'm not saying we all were gonna like stand for violence in our relationships, but I know that I would tolerate a lot of shit in my early 20s that I wouldn't tolerate.
You wouldn't tolerate now.
I wouldn't tolerate now. Never physical violence, but there's just a lot of shit that I would have been cool with. But I'm not, because you learn better.
When you know better, you do better.
Right. And so I chop up that experience with them being that they are young, that especially young relationships can burn bright and hot and passionate in all forms. Love passion and anger passion. I will say I'm happy. Because seeing that video, I'm happy they're not together anymore. Because clearly that's a situation where that didn't seem like a one-off to me. That seemed like
it was common. The saddest part was when she cried afterward. Like, I'm not saying she was the victim, but it just seemed like watching her cry like that, and then him just stand there. What it read to me was, I don't think it's that he didn't give a fuck. I think it's that. And I'm not taking up for abuse. However, we are not taught as Black men how to healthily address our emotions. We're not. So when we're sitting in that moment, I saw him, I honestly, and it's just me being an empath, I saw him wanting to reach out to her, but not knowing how. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's what I saw him, because like he did what he did, but he didn't know how to reach out to her. So he just held space in the way he knew how. I'm not at all condoning what the fuck happened in the elevator. What I'm saying is that he's still human, she's still human. And I honestly believe that those two individuals, whether they were good for each other or not, they love each other. So what I saw was, so I just felt like he was in that moment like, I'm not equipped to handle this. I don't know how to be there for her right now, especially because I don't know what the fuck I'm feeling. And that's how I read this situation.
Can I ask a controversial question?
I don't know.
Do y'all think somebody from Saweetie's camp leaked the video?
We talked about this on Talk It Out this week, and the consensus was that that's very well possible. I feel like this.
Well, it could have been from Migos camp too, because he got they have a single coming out.
Both of them have music coming out.
True, but
do I feel like somebody leaked the video?
Somebody leaked the video, because if it happened a year ago,
maybe not. This, because you could also we're assuming that it's somebody from their camp. However, you can look at it like this: if I'm sitting on a Sweetie Quavo video, and I say sitting on it, right? This is the best time to leak it, because it would cost. I could get more money from. I'm talking about somebody who's totally not in their camps. I could get more money from that video right now than I could have gotten for it last year.
And TMZ released it, and TMZ does sit on content. For example, that video where Justin Bieber says the N-word, TMZ didn't even, somebody else leaked it, but TMZ had the video for years and never
I'm
released
saying
it because
that's what I feel like happened. I feel like I don't think it was somebody from their team. I think somebody had the video
and just
and
chose to leak
leaked
it at
it
this time.
once they broke up because they could get more money from it now. And I'm talking, and it has to be somebody who knows the business. This is why. If any random person got their hands on it, they would have sold it immediately.
Absolutely.
They would have put that on immediately. But this is somebody who knows the business, who knows, even though this is juicy, this shit is, there's going to happen. There's going to be something, whether it's they win an award, they get a movie deal. There's going to be something that happens with Saweetie and Quavo. I said Saweetie and Quavo. Saweetie and Quavo. Right. There's going to be something that happens with them where this video is going to be more money than it is now. So I'm going to hold on to it. And sure enough, they broke up. And they was like, now's the perfect time because I can get more money from it now than I could have gotten a year ago. And I think that's really what it was. I don't think it was their camp. I think it was just some random who had the video who knew the game and waited.
Now, and I'll let y'all know, I know from personal experience, TMZ pays very good.
How you know from personal experience?
This guy I was dating.
No,
for real. This guy was dating. He went to Sunday service and he sold TMZ a video for $2K, and it wasn't anything juicy. It was just Kanye walking out of the church.
I literally almost drooled.
They pay him $2K for just Kanye walking out of the fucking church on Sunday service. And I'm like, they paid you $2K for a video that was not even anything terribly. It wasn't anything terribly exciting and juicy. It was just Kanye went to this church and did Sunday service as a surprise. And he had a video of Kanye walking out. And this is
I need to change careers on this. Well, Nelly Media about to get shut the fuck down. And I'm about to go become a paparazzo. What you talking about?
Listen, the paparazzi back in the day, back when tabloid mags was still the thing, them photographers made good money.
Yeah, they made good money.
They made good money. I think now with social media, it's a little bit more difficult because so many people they don't need paparazzi because we have Instagram. I don't need you to take a picture of Zac Efron because I see Zac Efron on his own damn Instagram.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's that. Yeah.
All right. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is the City Girls.
Child.
So if you don't know, what's this headline gonna be like? City Girls and BFs.
Well, while you look that up, can we just give a special shout out to Portia's hair in that episode?
Why are we going back to Portia?
No. At the end of
at
the end of the episode, when she had her own inner fan going on, the hair was just blowing and just flowing.
Wigs be laid. She has the best. She has the best wigs.
I just had to get that second shout out because I'm sitting here. I have one eye on the show because they like to play the rerun of it, and I'm like, damn, that hair was laid. Woo, Jesus. Glory.
So for our viewers who may not know, I'll kind of give y'all the rundown of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So we all know who the City Girls are, the group City Girls, JT and Carisha.
Mm-hmm.
JT dates Lil Uzi, and apparently one night on the live on Beyonce's internet in front of everybody, Lil Uzi got on live with Carisha and started acted a whole nut.
This is the second time. If you really keep up with the drama between them, this is because actually earlier a few weeks ago, Carisha and Jatavia were talking, and Carisha made a joke basically saying ever since Lil Uzi cleared my ass, I don't play with him no more. I don't even play with him.
Right.
And it's okay, but everybody's okay, whatever. And now they're on live together, and he snatches the phone. I'm sorry, Tristan, go ahead. I'm bad.
You're fine. You can go ahead. Keep going. You're fine. Go ahead.
He snatches the phone from JT and gets on there is this Carisha? Because I got something to say. And she didn't say nothing. She just was quiet. And he was like,
this is in front of everybody in the world. This is
live
on Instagram.
The whole internet. And she just was silent. Nigga, I don't. That's why I fuck with the City Girls. That's why I'm mad at him, low key. The City Girls are real friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that moment where
really
Carisha...
sisters?
No, I don't think they're sisters, but this is the thing about it. In that moment, Carisha's thinking to herself, all right, we're on the internet live.
Right.
He's coming at me like this. let's not even consider my man and how he's gonna respond, because that
Which he did.
That nigga's a thug. Like he on some other shit. Let's not even consider that. Let's consider that this is my best friend and we're business partners. So guess what I'm gonna do? Because I'm a real motherfucking thorough ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna respond. But he egged her on until she finally responded. And her response was, look, we don't have to be friends. I don't know why we're doing this back and forth. We don't have to be friends. Apparently there was a DM that he sent to her and she didn't respond like a good friend. No matter what. Look, if you're my friends, nigga, and you send me a DM, I'm not responding. It's not that I'm not responding. It depends on what you send me. But if it's some bullshit, I'm not responding. Exactly. If it's some oh, I want to surprise my girl with it. Okay, but if it's some bullshit, I'm not responding. So she didn't respond. Exactly. She left him on red. He was mad, so he decided to bring it up on live. Even halfway through it, and people are giving JT shit because she didn't shut it down. Her response is basically, well, what I wasn't gonna do is tell my nigga off on live. That's why I fuck with both of them. They're thorough.
I mean,
they're thorough. Let me say this real quick. They thorough because they know how to act, and that's not some shit you do on live. That's some shit you do after the fact.
I'm gonna be real with you, Darian. They don't know how to act. Let me explain what I mean by when I say that.
Well, in that instance, all right. Thank you for coming to Kiki.
That one instance, maybe, but in general, the city girls have this issue, and Cardi B have this issue too. Y'all, they want to address. They want to address every single thing that anybody. They want to address every single thing that anybody ever says about them on Twitter, on Instagram, all the time. And that is just not feasible, possible, or even healthy. And then it leads
This is why I'm going to This is why I'm going to disagree with you.
And then it leads to them saying wildly offensive shit. And I don't think they be trying to be, but like you can't, like I remember, I forgot which city girl it was, but they had said, use some derogatory word for gay people. It wasn't faggot, but some other word, because they was mad at what somebody in the comment section had said or something on Twitter. You can't do that. And even to the point where I don't even understand why y'all want to go live with each other on the internet. Like y'all know each other in real life. Like just to keep down confusion.
So let's be clear.
That's marketing.
Okay.
That's marketing.
Thank you.
No.
That's marketing.
Okay, let me hop in real quick.
That's marketing.
What you're not realizing about Cardi B and the City Girl is why they're popular. And I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, but I'm not gonna say it. And I'll like literally Jimmy Fallon could play this clip in 50 years, and I'm gonna be like, that's not me. However, the City Girls didn't get on simply because they're amazing at rap. People don't do that.
Ooh, don't do that.
As per that clip I sent in the group chat, y'all saw the performance was not giving what it was supposed to give.
Don't do that. Don't you ever talk about Carisha and JT. I don't care what you got to say. Don't do that. Okay, and my point is this.
They got some bops, okay?
So they do got some bops. My point is this. And they're getting better, but my point is this. People like JT and Carisha and Cardi B because of who they are.
Their personalities.
We like who they are. So the thing that brings them revenue is their lives. Because Cardi B got on Love and Hip Hop because of her lives. And Carisha and JT we love their friendship. That's what people like about the City Girls is their friendship. So wait, before you hop in. The thing that you was about to though, nigga. I know you. I've known you since ninth grade, freshman year. Nigga, I know you was about to say something. So Carisha and JT, when they be on their lives, just going back and forth, we love that. We just love to see their friendship because let's be honest. Let me tell you why. The rap game has been so inoculated. I don't think that's the word. That's not the word I'm looking for. Don't do that. Don't leave me out here on national internet.
I don't know what word you want.
The rap game has been so flooded with female combativeness that it's refreshing because you realize the only rap duo that has existed at this height of success outside of the City Girls is Salt and fucking Pepper. And that was 20 years ago.
Try 30.
So seeing the City Girls, we actually are rooting for them. People are rooting for their relationship. We love seeing them on live, just talk shit and have fun. So That's why. That's part of their marketing. Like, you might clown them, and let's be clear, they got Sean Bankhead in their camp. Their performance style might not be the difference between the city. No, because I got to defend the city girls. The difference between the city girls and other artists. JT just got out of jail during a pandemic. Their performance style may not be what Megan Thee Stallion's performance style is. However, a lot of female women rappers are not getting on stage and doing what Megan is doing. They're not doing what Nicki is doing. They're doing.
I'm not even get into all that because y'all.
You brought it up. No, it's too late. I'm talking. Let me finish. Let me finish. So I feel like they're new to the rap game. However, they're on a really high professional level where the rap game now is different. A lot of people getting on in rap have to have already had years of work behind them, right? Like Megan. However, they're not.
That's what any genre.
They can't help that they got famous fast. So while they are where they are they the best performers? Are they Megan? Are they Cardi? Are they Beyonce? Not necessarily. However, they're doing what they got to do, and they're putting out hits. They're putting out IG lives. They're always accessible, and that's what people like about them. Having said all of that, back to this nigga right here, Lil Uzi Vert. I thought, this is my issue with it, bruh. And this is why I know y'all said y'all think that Young Miami's boyfriend was trash too. And I'm assuming it's because he kept calling her a bitch.
It ain't even just that. That was a part of it, but that it wasn't.
Other than that, I actually thoroughly enjoyed what he did. Because Young Miami's boyfriend before this has had back and forth with JT friendly. And he was always just on some like, I'm going to put my face on camera, say something smart, and then leave. He's of that thorough ass mindset to where like you don't get into stuff like that, especially because of this. I know as Young Miami's boyfriend, not only are they best friends, that's how they're getting money. So if there's one thing I'm not gonna fuck with, it's how they get their money. And Lil Uzi Vert doesn't care about that shit. And
obviously.
So a couple of things. So first and foremost, I understand them using social media and why they do it. Okay. I just don't think that for their mental health, it's good for them because I feel bad that you keep having to disable your Twitter every other week because the internet be dragging you for some fuck shit you said. And you said some fuck shit because you be too deep in the comment section and too deep in the Twitter replies to the point where it don't even be important. Second thing, Lil Uzi Vert was definitely in the on that part. Like it's not healthy for you to do. And at some point you can use someone needs to teach them how to use social media better because you can still use social media to be fun and to be cool and to be what the city girls are known for, but not wind up in situations like you wound up in with Lil Uzi Vert. Because that was them. First of all, that nigga was drunk. Like straight up, it was clearly obvious he was drunk.
You think it was obvious that he was drunk? I
think it was obvious he was drunk, faded, something. I don't think he was sober. No. So that's first and foremost. Don't be doing that shit when you not sober. But second of all, while Uzi was in the wrong, Carisha boyfriend was equally in the wrong.
Lies.
Like, to me,
lies.
Let me finish.
Okay.
I don't think the solution to one person's boyfriend acting out is for the other girlfriend's boyfriend to go on the internet and then act out. Like, I don't think that makes it cool. It definitely don't make it look good to be calling her a bitch. Like, I get he didn't mean it like that, and I understand, like, we all use bitch colloquially. I just think it's very...
help me, I can't sit still, child. I'm going, keep going. I'm talking to myself. Keep going.
I don't think that's crazy. Like, I don't think he was saying bitch like to be negative, or he wasn't saying bitch to be like demeaning to her. But I'm just saying, in the totality of what's happening, and one girl has a toxic boyfriend, it makes the other boyfriend look equally as toxic when he on the internet repeatedly calling her a bitch. Or you are referring to her as a bitch, not calling her, but referring to her as a bitch.
My bitch specifically.
I don't know.
but
It
still,
kind of felt ghetto chivalrous. Or was it just me?
maybe, but I don't. But again, I don't
Thank you. And I'm not saying it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you finish, but I got so many comments.
I don't disagree with what I get where he was going. I don't disagree with that part. I just don't think in the totality of this situation it made anything look better. And then let's not. And he also snitched. Talking about somehow.
It was a dry snitch. It was a dry snitch.
It's still dry snitching. Don't wait. Like
it was a dry one.
Offset at home
with no corroboration. He's not gonna get no charges. Like nothing's gonna come of it.
Offset is at home trying to raise his children and be a decent husband. Please leave his name out of it. He already been through enough on these internet streets. He finally figured out how to.
He should have tried to rob that nigga then. He should have tried to rob that nigga.
On the internet, like, stop.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. I agree with Mo. It was ghetto chivalry. Like, it really was. Like, do I agree that he should have kept calling her his bitch? No. However,
it was excessive, but it was ghetto chivalry.
As a person who, like, listen, I've been in jail, nigga. Like, and I'm not saying it like I've been in jail. I'm just saying, like, there's a code. There's a whole code of behavior. And one of the codes is you don't talk to my woman. You got a problem with my woman.
You come to
you're
me.
not, and then you're not their gender. Wait. You talk to me. So not only did he talk to her the first time, because remember she said she was like, oh, Uzi cleared my ass. So there was already one instance where he talked to her. Then he sent her the DM and she didn't respond to it. And then he got on live and did it. At that point, had her boyfriend not said anything, it would have sent one message. He was basically saying, let's dead this right now. If you got a problem,
but it
wasn't performative.
Yes, it was.
Wait. I'll let you finish. Listen, this is
I know
why it
you
wasn't
stand city girl, so go ahead.
It's not even that. It wasn't performative.
Yes, you do. It's okay. You stand.
I do. Okay, and I'm saying I stand them, but it's not that. Because this is her boyfriend. This is not. If I was standing them, I would be defending Uzi too. If that was the point. What I'm saying is this: Uzi got on live internet and did that. He did it publicly. And then on hood code, if you publicly disrespect my woman, I must publicly disrespect you. Period. And let you know that that's not cool. Because at the end of the day, what he said
didn't help.
Tristan, are you gonna let me talk?
It only made them look bad.
Boys.
No,
okay, but Tristan.
They don't let me say it. He gonna let me say it. I totally did. It was so hard for me to let him, but I let him.
They don't care about looking bad. So you thinking of it from your perspective at where you are in life.
But my thing is you should.
Wait. Let Mo say what they're trying to say.
But they're young and they still on that hood. So they're gonna handle things in a hood way. So they were being hood chivalrous, and from a marketing perspective, it doesn't necessarily make them look good, but I don't think they really care because they know that they're gonna keep their fans anyway.
But then the boyfriend,
none of that made the wait, Tristan. None of what happened, I'm sorry, made them look bad because the city girls are always giving hood chic. Period.
Southside say something about like Uzi messing up the money. Like he did mention that, right? Or said something.
But that's the thing about it. Like you have to think about it.
He did say that. Right?
Uzi's creating a situation. Like that's his name. My Young Miami's boyfriend name is Southside, right? Young Miami's boyfriend specifically said, "I don't get in the middle of whatever they have going on." Being that you already have two women in the rap industry who are trying to be a group. Their money is dependent on them maintaining the bond that exists between them. So I don't get in between it because I love the fact that my woman is out there doing what she got to do. So you as a man, no matter what's going on with your ego, put that shit to the side because what you never want to do if you really are for your woman is stop her from being productive. And you going at Carisha the way you went at Carisha, of course it's going to cause because then it's going to cause JT to be put in the middle of the situation and be like, so what do? Do I defend my best friend who's been my best friend since we were children? or do I defend the person who I'm in love with? And as a person, if you love somebody, you never put them in that situation. So I agree with him in that sense. Southside saying basically, look, stop doing what you're doing. At the end of the day, this is not how you handle things. And because he handled stuff the way he handled it, Southside, I feel like Southside was quiet for a long time. And he's not the type of nigga to stay quiet. You realize this is the third time Uzi has come at his woman. Let's not be clear. This is the third time he's come at his whole woman in private. Okay. And then he did it this time in public. Okay. Southside had no choice, in my opinion, but to address the public.
Aside from all that, Tristan is giving the face of, I don't care. They're acting ghetto. And it's not cute. So
I mean, like,
is that what you're giving?
So that's what we might as well. We might as well move on because
that's just how I've never really been. I've never been into the City Girls like that. It's not my vibe. Like it's just not my vibe. It's fine. It's cool. Exactly. Some of the songs is cute, but it's not my vibe.
Exactly.
I don't.
But see, why does some? It's my thing with you, Tristan. And it's not just that I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying, like, just because it's not your vibe doesn't mean it has to be a bad thing.
I didn't say it was.
But you're acting like it is.
No, I'm saying it's not for me. There are a lot, like, pussy is not for me. You're gonna make it bad.
Right,
but it is for me, baby.
Like, hey. This is my thing. Is like Lana Del Rey is not for me. However, I don't produce negativity for Lana Del Rey. I feel like
I don't. This particular situation, as a like, I don't think that this was. I get this their whole brand. Like, I get what their brand is, and like that whole thing. I don't like. I just don't think. What?
Weren't you just the one in the last segment that was talking about why can't these women be ratchet on TV?
They can. And here's the deal: Carisha and JT can be ratchet on live. That's their prerogative. Oh, okay. That's their business. I just don't. The one thing that stuck out to me was that Southside specifically said that Uzi's messing with their money. And my thought is, okay, well, if the focus is what the money is, I don't feel like Southside doing what he did helps. Like, it doesn't.
Lies, child. I'll be honest. I didn't know.
Let me finish.
You can finish. But okay, remember that when I'm trying to finish. But go ahead.
I mean, I'm sure obviously their fans don't care because their fans are going to still listen to the City Girls and play the music, so that's fine. But I think if we're talking about them getting bigger and like them working with brands and getting endorsements and like that kind of stuff, I do think it would cause some brands to give pause if they just see one dude's girlfriend like throwing the word bitch around.
Honestly, to me, I think if I was a brand looking at both of their boyfriends' behavior, the issue I have is actually with Uzi, not with Southside. Let me tell you why. And don't say it's because I'm a stan, because if I was a stan, I would be defending both of their boyfriends. This is why. Uzi, the stuff he was saying was on some Ike Turner type shit. Shut up, bitch. Because he told her when she tried to interrupt when he was talking to Young Miami and she tried to interject, like, what are you trying to say? Just say what you want to say. He said, be quiet. Because if I want to kiss you on this live, you're going to kiss me. So shut up. That kind of behavior is way worse than me just saying my bitch. Because every rap song,
toxic. Like, I think.
But my point, wait. What I'm saying is Southside, like the whole culture, I'm not saying it's okay, but the whole culture of rap refers to even your best girlfriend, like your main squeeze, as my bitch. And then women prefer. My point is, like, if I was looking at the two of them, I wouldn't see Southside as the problem, because what Southside did was defend his woman against a man who was coming at his woman instead of coming to him. What Uzi did was get into a space with two women, and try to regulate control, and do so in a space and do so knowing that Carisha wasn't going to engage with him because Carisha values her friendship with JT too much. She would just rather sit there and let him talk his shit to salvage her relationship with her best friend rather than to let her pride get into it and go back and forth with him. You know what I'm saying? I think Uzi knew that.
I do feel bad for JT because I'll be like, it's been clear since they got together that relationship is toxic as fuck. Because like even before they were official and folks when they was doing stuff, like the subs he would send on Twitter about her, the stuff that
Yeah, I
she
was
would
gonna
do,
make that point.
it all just reeked of toxic ass relationships. So I genuinely do. I don't know if he beats on her. I don't necessarily think that he does like physically abuse her. I'm almost positive he mentally abuses that girl. Like I very much think she like has like a broken woman kind of situation in
But
terms
it's
of
not just her
that
because, like,
We
as
relationship.
my
don't know
young
what's going on
Miami,
at
as her
home,
friend, has to sit by and watch that shit.
but we don't know
I
what's
mean,
going
yeah,
on behind closed doors.
We don't.
She might be letting him talk that rah rah while the cameras is on. But once the camera's off, she might be digging in that
I
big rows behind
nah,
because
I
they
think
are
she's
both from Miami. So
I
I'm not gonna say that she's a poor little JT either, because again, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
oh, but
But
let's
back to your other point about losing from advertisement, Cardi does do Pepsi
she does, but I don't think I don't think
and
Carly.
Fashion Nova.
A
I
big
don't
part of
think
Cardi's brand is her clapbacks. Let's be clear. Her
Right.
brands,
I
the
don't
brand she
I
works
don't.
with, they love that she gets on the internet and talk shit to the niggas that be saying shit about her. Let's be clear.
There was something, at least in my opinion, there was something very toxic about the Uzi part and the Southside part that I don't think I've ever felt with Cardi. That's just my
And
own
to be honest, this
opinion
is
and
the
like my
difference. This is how I
perception.
feel about it. Like, if you're buying into the hip hop lifestyle, what we saw progress is like literally when I was watching the interaction between Young Miami and Uzi, I was thinking the whole time I was thinking, doesn't Young Miami have a boyfriend? I wonder what he thinks about all this. And then I saw that video and I was like, that makes sense. Because let me tell you, like, I'm sorry, I'm not even hood like that, but you're not gonna talk to my boo. Like, you're not gonna do that. Like, we're gonna
But
have
like,
a
if
mutual.
she,
I think we've established that, and I think basically beating a dead horse at this point because
Okay, we
oh,
beating a
but
dead horse.
but
Okay,
yeah,
I want in regards to the
lack
City
of a
Girls
better one.
performing because
Mhm.
I
that's
had
not
people
on the.
from
That's not on the. We've got
you
one more
brought this
topic to talk about.
you
I
had it
never
you
talked
had
about them performing.
You did. You literally did a whole soliloquy about how they're new and like they're not gonna be like. Did he not, Mo? Am I making this up?
That's because
Go
you
ahead,
brought up that they
Tristan.
can't.
Yeah,
I
you brought it
literally,
up. You brought it up, not
in
me. But
passing,
you
I
brought
did
it
not
up.
have.
You
I
brought
didn't.
up there.
I
You
didn't
brought
speak a
up the.
dissertation
You brought up
about
the
it,
private message that you sent me. But anyway, go ahead,
and
Tristan.
it was in passing. I didn't like
Uh,
do a soliloquy
Go ahead,
on the
Tristan.
performing,
well,
but
you know he was gonna take the bait. You do this every week.
Go
because
ahead,
them hoes
Tristan.
can't perform. Them hoes
Just
can't
let
perform.
him talk
They
his shit. He
cannot.
want to talk trash.
It's
Go ahead.
bad.
Oh
It's real bad.
God.
Them hoes can't perform. And it's not even that they don't do choreography. It's just like it's just bad. Like it's not good. It's giving high school talent show. It's giving karaoke. It's giving I'm not even trying. I'm just here because I'm being paid and I don't give a fuck. And that's fine. They may not give a fuck. And it's all good. The City Girls are
Well,
fine. They got cute songs.
I
Good
mean,
for
she did go
them.
to prison for scamming, so
Facts.
that's what
So
they
let's
rap
talk
about. So
that
Well,
part.
Tristan, guess what? Tell that to their bank accounts. Okay,
Agreed.
so
Agreed.
now we're gonna talk about Bad Baby and her OnlyFans. Ooh, I spelled that wrong. Let me fix that.
while you
It's
fix that,
I know I spelled it. I spelled her name
BHADBIE.
wrong. I spelled OnlyFans wrong. I only put
while you
Danielle
I put
Bergoli.
OnlyFans. Danielle
well,
Bergoli, but Catch Me Outside girl.
Girl, how
how
about
Basically,
about
that?
that?
so apparently she made a post that said, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do that shit nasty or something like that. And she decided to open her OnlyFans. Her OnlyFans broke the record because she made $1 million in 6 hours.
Good for that queen. Yes,
Child,
queen.
like, good for you for making that money. And I'm like, listen, if I could do one good fuck video and make $1 million, bitch.
But you know what? What does it say about the people, the men? Well,
I
people
go
in
back and forth.
America.
I go back and forth. This is why I go back and forth.
Because
Like,
I know there was some nasty 55-year-old men that was like, oh,
this is
I
why I
want
go
to
back
get
and
some bad
forth.
But what's
Barbie.
the
The only reason I go back and forth is this. Yes, grooming, disgusting. Motherfuckers who've made her sexualized since she was 15, disgusting. Like, all that's disgusting. Like, the fact that, but she's 18. I don't feel like it's fair for us because what I'm noticing is there's this push to say that, like, if you're a certain age, you're not allowed to be into people who are of age if they're not a certain age. And I think that's weird because it's like, an 18-year-old is an 18-year-old. That's why the whole consent, like honestly, in most states, consent is younger than 18.
Yeah, Georgia's 16.
Right. So to me, like saying that being attracted to an 18-year-old is somehow akin to the P word, I don't agree with that.
Well, there's
I do
a
agree
scientific term. It's
wait,
called
but I do agree with.
Wait,
but I
it is
do
a
agree.
scientific
Wait,
term.
I'm almost
it's
done.
called
I'm
ephebophilia.
Okay, I'm almost done.
So that is so. Yeah,
I got
it
you.
is.
Let me just. But I think in addition,
you've been talking all night.
Yeah, but but we're talking about.
Can I get the word out?
Right, but you're talking about something that's really sensitive, and if you cut me off, it's going to sound like I promote pedophilia. So no, you can't get your word. I'm going to finish my point. Right? No, I'm not going to let you finish because you're not going to cut me off and make me sound like I promote pedophilia.
I know
that's
you're
not
not.
cool.
I know you're not.
You know, but these other niggas don't know me. So no,
okay, but at the same time,
I'm going to finish my point.
At the same time,
I'm going to finish my point. You're not going to like cut me off.
No, I'm not going to let you finish the point because
well then that's not cool. That's not cool. Let me finish.
Because it's still ephebophilia.
Let me finish. You can say what you got to say, but let me finish. I'm not going to do this.
All right.
So at the end of the day, I feel like it is not okay to groom people. However, I think we cross a murky line when we decide that being attracted to someone who is of age, but they're just not close to your age is risky because you have people in their 20s who are dating 60-year-olds. Like, are we going to then turn them? And so I think there's a line that you have to think about. Do I think that that she was subjected to grooming at a young age and that was wrong? Absolutely. Do I think that it says a lot that the people that she did that so quickly that people were waiting for her to turn 18, just like they did with the Olsen twins?
And Miley Cyrus.
And Miley's, yes, I think that's disgusting. I don't think that's cool. I don't think it's okay for us to say, okay, here's this person who's been on TV since they was 14. We're waiting for them. That's gross to me. I'm not cool with that. However, is it okay to be attracted to someone who's of age, who's younger than you, even if they are 18 or 19 or 20? I don't find a problem with that. And I don't because if we're gonna consider that like the P word, then I mean, like if we're gonna consider that the P word, then we need to move the age of consent farther up. Like, so then if that's what we're gonna do, that's what we're gonna do. But what's the age of consent now? Like, we've gone from 16 in Georgia and other places, but 18 legally. And now we're gonna move it up to like 21 or 22. So I just feel like, and I feel the reason I think it's important not to do that is because consent is already murky. And when you're talking about like 21, 19, 20-year-olds, it is, then you subject the people who are interacting with them to also that word. And I'll talk to you about this off air, but when you get certain things attached to your name, when you get certain things attached to your name, it is very, especially if you're not that kind of person, right? Let's talk about this. If you're a 19-year-old person and you have sex with somebody who's like 17, 16 in public, you can have to fucking register as a sex offender for the rest of your life. So I'm just saying, like, and that could ruin a person's life doing something that's really just fucking teenagers having fun can ruin somebody's life for the rest of their life. So I'm just saying, I'm not at all promoting what these groomers and pedophiles do, but I think it's crazy to say that it's odd to be attracted to somebody who's of age. I think that's crazy.
You done? You done?
Boom, boom.
Go ahead.
He walked away. Okay, so America, let's break it down, America. It's called ephebophilia. So that means that you're, sexually and forever attracted to young adults that are between the ages of 15 to 18. So
Right.
yeah, that is just as wrong as pedophilia in my eyes and most of the country's eyes. Just because somebody turns 18 and you're old enough to be their grandpa, that's a little creepish that you're trying to look at them attractive like that, okay?
I mean, I think I get your point. I guess
It's a little creepish. I didn't say it was illegal.
This is kind of where I've always fallen with this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've always told people I find it more disgusting when someone is, I'll give you a prime example, right? Selena Gomez looked very young, even when she was like 21. Like Selena Gomez was 21 and still looked 12. I find a man who's attracted to someone like that a lot worse than a guy who was attracted to a bad baby who at 18 looks like an adult. Like she looks like a woman. She has breasts. Like she does not bad. When I look at Bad Baby now, I don't see she doesn't look like a child. She doesn't look like a teenager. She looks like a 20-something-year-old woman with nails and face and hair and tits and all that stuff. So for me, I don't think it's gross. A, she's 18, so it's fine. And B, if you are attracted to her, that makes sense. She looks like somebody who is an adult. She doesn't look like, it's not like she looks like a child and then turned 18 and still kind of looks like a child. That
Yeah,
I would
because
have
her
an issue
image
with.
has always been trying to, I'm grown, even though she wasn't grown.
Grown, but and I always say, the reason why people don't get mad at Tyga for dating Kylie Jenner when Kylie was 17 was because Kylie Jenner looked like a 25, 26,
But that's
27-year-old
kind of my
woman
point. It's
when she
like,
was
like,
17.
are we
She did.
gonna? I guess that's my point. Is like, it's not about the groomers. It's just more about like, what is the standard then? Like, what are we like? Are we criticizing people for how dare? Like, I actually saw it was a different post, but someone's like, you shouldn't date an 18-year-old. I don't really have an interest in dating 18-year-olds, but
hold on? Can I address this comment that someone just made on Facebook? That's an excuse
Sure.
pedos use. She looked like an adult. Actually, no, it's not. If you're a pedophile, literally, you like the way prepubescent children look. That is literally the definition. Like, if you are a pedophile, you are into prepubescent children who don't have hair on their bodies, who are not developed. That's literally what that is. So let's be clear.
That's why I use the clinical terminology, because pedophilia is between the ages of 9 and 13. Ephebophilia is between the ages of 14 to 18. Your R. Kelly's, well, he's damn near 60 years old, but he's still trying to get with an 18-year-old girl. That is a problem.
But and the only reason I say that is because I just know how damning that is to put that on somebody that, like, because they're attracted to somebody who's of age but younger, that they're somehow also, and it's like, okay, those people who do that, who take advantage of children and groom them, they are one category. Let's not cloudy that. I
think that's an issue with language. I think that we just honestly, like Mo was saying, we casually throw the word pedophile around, when really that's only when you're dealing with literally prepubescent children. It is only prepubescent children. When you are into children who have gone through puberty or who are in puberty, that's a whole separate terminology. That's what's the word you said,
Mo?
Ephebophilia.
And so, like, but my point is just saying that, like, I agree with all, like, I've been seeing posts everywhere basically saying that, like, it's not okay. I agree with that. I'm not saying that, like, the fact that for her, it's great for her. She just got $1 million. The idea that there were just men out there waiting, I always thought it was weird that there was a countdown clock to when the twins became legal. Like, I always thought that was weird.
I don't think there were necessarily men waiting, but I think that there were.
No, there was.
I think there was niggas waiting.
They was shock jocks.
I know. Let me say this real quick.
Shara,
I was not mad. I just thought that was a good time for me to fill my cup.
I don't just being.
Let me tell you what about these two.
You just being petty.
Let me tell you about these two. Let me just say this on national internet. No, let me say this on national internet. Between this one, and this one right here, I love these motherfuckers. I love both of their asses. Two motherfuckers. That
shit got hot for me. I was like,
I am never mad. I'm annoyed, highly stressed out, want to pull my locks, but mad.
But you know what? I don't.
Locks full.
I like my locks full, but sometimes I like my locks less than I like you. So then.
Do you know what I don't like and what I hope doesn't happen? What I think might happen is the same thing. Before, y'all know who Bella Thorne is, right? She's the actress.
Yeah. She was Zendaya's partner, but Zendaya got bigger than her.
Right. So Bella Thorne made
OnlyFans.
Yeah. And then OnlyFans changed Bella Thorne made an OnlyFans, and then she teased people.
Bella Thorne made an OnlyFans? That hurts my heart.
No, hold on.
Let me tell you why that hurts my heart.
Let me explain.
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Because it ain't about her. Because she the one that used to have the record. because she made $1 million within 24 hours.
Right. So she
And
made
it
an
was
OnlyFans,
yes,
and then people bought her OnlyFans thinking they were going to get like nude content, adult content, and
Like
then
Lisa
she
Ray
didn't actually.
did.
But let me finish. But she didn't post any
no,
actual
she didn't.
nude content or anything like that. So then everyone who had bought her OnlyFans subscription called they want their
They
money
wanted
back.
their
They
money
called
back.
right,
Did they
and
get
so
it back?
Yes, but because of that though, now OnlyFans, if you were a creator, you used to be able to cash your money out
Allegedly,
like whenever you wanted to. But then because of that, OnlyFans
allegedly,
now holds everyone's money. Like if you're a content creator, like when
allegedly,
people they hold your money for like I think 2
Love you,
weeks.
Mo.
allegedly. The reason why I
Love
say
you.
allegedly is because OnlyFans stated that it had nothing to do with Bella Thorne.
I don't think OnlyFans approached her, but I think but OnlyFans definitely stopped because
They
so
stopped
many
it
people
right after her though, but they're saying
because
it
so
had
many
nothing to
people
do with her.
because so
Allegedly.
many they're lying because it was literally everybody asked
How
like
you
a
doing?
lot of everybody wanted their money back because they only bought they only paid for her OnlyFans because they wanted to see nudes. And
Titties
to
and
their
some ass,
credit,
right?
to their credit, she made it. Some people they let you know on my OnlyFans you're not gonna see nude
Right,
Yeah,
right.
adult
she
content. You're
didn't
only gonna see.
disclose.
She
Here's
made
my
it
thing
seem.
about only. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She just made it. She made it seem like to the public that she was going to show
Some stuff.
Some
nudes
ass
or
This
and
is my
even
thing
titties.
about
adult
Ass
OnlyFans.
content.
and
The reason
titties.
I won't pay for OnlyFans yet, and I say yet strategically, I have not encountered a person who makes me want to pay to see them naked because I can see so many hot, beautiful booties, assholes getting like plowed to the heavens for free. I don't understand. I can see just naked. I can see naked and I can see whatever I want to see for free 99. I don't understand why I would ever pay $10 a month to see you sit in your shower. Girl, no.
Well,
I wouldn't pay. I'm gonna be
well,
honest. The finest motherfucker I know, I wouldn't pay no money to see him stroking the shower because I'm sorry, there's 8 billion other motherfuckers on this planet that I can watch play for free. Not necessarily 8 billion, but you know what I'm saying. So I just don't understand the whole concept behind it yet. And I say yet because maybe I will encounter someone in the future that's like, oh my God, I really want to see this person naked and I would pay for it. That hasn't happened yet. Maybe it's also my ego, but at this point, it's just like, you know what? I don't want to pay for that. If you want to let me see it for free, cool. I mean, I can look at you in your clothing, close my eyes real hard and go to town.
oh God. I do want to say as an editor's note, Bad Barbie's OnlyFans. Baby, whatever. I don't
Whatever her fucking name is.
Allegedly.
Look, anyway, the point of it is her OnlyFans currently, as of the timing of her subscriptions, her price was $23.99.
God damn, bitch! If I pay $23.99 for Bad Baby, bro, she better be face down in the motherfucking.
Can I be honest? I don't think there's actual. I think there might be a booby picture on there, but I know she's not like doing hardcore porn.
If I pay for somebody $20 for $2 a month, you better have a big black BBC, bro. You better have a BBC in every motherfucking hole.
There's
That's what Tiger does for his.
Tiger's
I'm sorry. The only reason it's to me, like, I'm not saying that anything's wrong with like what you're doing, but I'm talking about like I want to see some shit that's gonna make me regret life decisions if I'm paying $23 a month. I'm sorry because I'm gonna tell you this why, Mo. Let me tell you why. Porn sites aren't even that much. Like you can pay for a porn site to watch like 50 F videos for like $10, $9, $20. I'm watching one person. Some titties?
Well, it depends.
And do you realize that for most content, from a lot of the OnlyFans people, it's not just the monthly subscription. So you subscribe, right? So when I subscribe to somebody, I can see what they put in their feed. But most people, like, I'm not gonna show anyone's OnlyFans or any adult content, but
but you can also tip too.
So no, like in the so let me find somebody. Okay, so like basically what will happen is you'll get messages from people.
Don't show nobody's like
I'm not showing any
names or
names,
nothing.
but if you look right here, this is a message to actually. I follow this person, but to get the content, I have to pay more money. I have to unlock that video. It's $14. So a lot of people so a lot of the people who have the good content, you pay to follow them, right? And on their actual feed, it's just like 30-second teasers, and then they send you like the good stuff in messages where you have to pay $14, $15. I've seen people charge as high as Tiger has
Bitch,
charged like
no.
Tiger has
You out your
dropped some things and charged
mind.
$50.
I will go rate my some relative's porn stash before, and I watch straight porn all goddamn day before I motherfucking pay $23 to then pay $14 to watch some real shit.
Everybody on OnlyFans don't do that. Like some people do, some people don't. But I will say I currently follow 14 subscribers on OnlyFans.
Stop right there. Let's just live in that moment. Did we hear what just happened? You don't follow don't even try to slide past that shit, bro.
I'm
don't
not.
even try to slide past that shit. Wait, no.
Hold on, let him finish.
You just said that you subscribe. No. You said let him finish, not me.
Right.
Because I want to explain, because it sounds crazy when I say it.
Right.
It does.
So most people who have OnlyFans pages, they do specials. So like if you follow them on Twitter, they'll say, okay, the next 15 subscribers, it's only $3. So that's most times is when I go in and subscribe. I've never paid.
This nigga be bargain shopping OnlyFans.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because much like you, I don't want to pay someone like $25 a month to see your stuff. There's only one person's OnlyFans that I've paid full price for consistently since they've had an OnlyFans.
It's good.
I like it for what it is. Yes, I don't think it would do it for you because there aren't necessarily. It's not like it's not a bunch of fuck videos.
Shit, you were absolutely motherfucking right. Because if they no penetration,
and I'll say who it is. I don't know. So. Y'all, folks probably heard of Flashman Wade before. He's a light-skinned guy with dreads, as a huge ass. He was on Black China's OnlyFans documentary.
Was he on Catfish?
Yes, he was on Catfish.
Ooh,
yeah.
Why you giving that nigga your money?
Because I like his content. I like it. I like the videos he makes. I think they do it for me.
I'm sorry, Mo. It's the code switcher for me. Did you see how the whole energy changed at the bottom half of the screen just then? Because I like the content. I do. He does it for me.
I like what he like. Flashman for me. Flashman Wade, one of the finest men I've ever seen. Like period.
I guess for me, I would so much rather watch I'm not gonna say a non-attractive. I would so much rather watch an average attractive person get the shit fucked out of them than watch the finest motherfucker on the planet naked.
But for me, I guess like sex is cool, but like I don't even like. I think me and you discussed this before. Like sometimes like this is so like what time is it? Shouldn't be even telling my business like this. Like when I watch porn, it isn't always like people fucking porn. Like sometimes it's motherfuckers like jacking off. Sometimes like.
But I mean, I could just do that with a mirror. If I want to see somebody jacking off, I can accomplish that.
I want to see other people jacking off, not me. I'm cool with me, but I don't.
But you don't like to see other people like.
No, I do not want to pay to see her OnlyFans because I've seen content from it for free, and it's not for me. Now, Derriere want to see that. That's what Derriere want to see.
Trisha Paytas. The kind of porn I like, I'm gonna be honest, the kind of porn I like is listen, don't even get it started. All I'm saying is this. Like, everybody, and I'm not at all criticizing what you like. If you like solo videos, more power to you. For me, I'm not gonna pay. If I really want to watch somebody jack off, like I really can call somebody. I'm sorry. I can call somebody, so I'm not gonna pay for that.
Well,
and I mean,
there's a reason behind that, Mr. Gun Show. I said there's a reason behind that, Mr. Gun Show.
That logic doesn't make sense though.
What are you talking about?
But you could probably call someone to have sex too, and you still watch people have sex.
Lies.
So sometimes
I could call somebody to have sex, yes, but it's different. Like to me, because this is why. I'm gonna tell you why. If I'm gonna watch somebody jack off, it's gonna be on a computer screen for the most part, right? Why would I pay to watch somebody jack off on a computer screen when I could just video chat somebody?
Oh, I don't do that. No. I don't trust nobody that much. No. You're not gonna have record. You're not gonna have screen recordings of me jacking off with you and putting.
Don't put your face on the screen.
No, I don't. Not even my body.
Let me tell you what about me though. Let me tell you what about me.
My apartment is very recognizable. Like no,
nigga. We're gonna have this conversation off screen. But my point is this: there's just too much accessibility. Like if I'm gonna pay for visual, like not even sexual, like I don't even pay to fuck. I don't even pay to fuck. So if I'm gonna pay to watch some sexual content, it's gonna be the sexual content I like. That's why I said. That's why I once again said I don't judge you for watching solo videos if you like them. But for me, I'm not about to pay all that money to watch.
Well, that's you, honey. That's you.
It's because ever since Morpheus and Kazaa back in the day, no sir, ma'am. No sir, ma'am.
But you know what, Dirier? I'm gonna tell you something. As someone who creates original content and you want to make money from it, this free porno you're watching, someone had to pay to make it.
Okay.
So really and truly, you should support content creators and buy their shit.
This is where you're wrong. Let me tell you why you're wrong. My favorite porn is amateur porn that niggas upload themselves to fucking the hubs. So I mean, I don't feel bad.
I'm not.
So this is why I don't feel bad. These niggas who I be watching be doing that shit on. I'm sorry, we off subject. You're right, Mo. But my point is
but the point of it is we know that's your preference.
Bad baby. And her escapades, that's where I get off on it. It's like okay, why are y'all paying for this shit? Like I don't get it. Like she's a beautiful girl. The person I'm most attracted to in the world, who I don't really know who that is, but that's my point. I mean, but like if there was like, oh, you can pay to watch this person have sex, like, can I be in the room? No, I'm not paying for that shit. That's my thing. Like if I can be in the room and watch it. That's a different thing because you're in the room, but just to watch it on camera, I'm good.
Shout out to the woman who makes a lot of money from being a kinky puppy because you know what? That's a vibe. Like I want to make an OnlyFans and like just do regular shit and people pay me. Like I would like to have an OnlyFans where like
a kinky puppy. What do you mean by that?
Like that's what I want. That's what I want.
What's a kinky puppy? What do you mean?
You've seen like the BDSM like where like they have like there's like a full like leather face mask and it's like has puppy ears and like a snout and I've seen there are like anal toys you can like put in your butt and they have like a tail on them. So
I've seen that.
When you put it in, it looks like you have I swear, y'all, I don't be like watching this personally. I just see things on Twitter. Like
can we have a unison agreement that it is okay for everybody? Like I think this is my issue. First of all, this is a late night show. Which means we're going to sometimes talk about sex. We're going to sometimes talk about dildos and asses and pussies and dicks and all that stuff.
Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be.
Right. And I think because in my opinion, and I don't care about none of this, what about our children? If your children are watching this at 12 o'clock, first of all, thank you. Okay, for the viewership. Okay. However, I don't care. Thank you for the viewership. Thank you because we're trying to get some endorsements in this bitch. However, you need to put them kids to bed. I'm just saying like this. I think this would be an open space where we can talk about all things. We're talking about OnlyFans. Of course, sex is going to come up. I think it's important to understand that like kinks, like there's a woman who dresses up like a puppy. I am so in support of sex workers. What I think is strange is that people will like go to these lengths to be attached to people that like for nothing, like the Lisa Ray, like the people who bought Lisa Ray's. Like it's like, listen to me. I'm not buying nobody's OnlyFans until I know what they're giving.
But
they bought her OnlyFans before she even put anything online. They bought her OnlyFans.
But you got to think too, is it like what may be great lengths to you may not be, like example, if you're a single guy and you make, let's just say $90K a year, like you got a good corporate job, you make $90K a year. You spending like $10 on someone's OnlyFans at a click of a button isn't going through great lengths. Like it's like, oh, I'm curious. Right. Here's 10. Like I think,
and I can always cancel.
cancel it. Right. I don't.
But all I'm saying is this: like, if you really went on the OnlyFans, okay, my type, my dream type, because if I'm paying, it's my dream type, right? Would be I literally could find like 1,000 of them niggas on OnlyFans right now, right? So which one do I pay for, right? I'm gonna say there's one person who I can think of right now that like, okay, I pay for their OnlyFans, right? However, I just don't see myself paying for their OnlyFans because it's not them. It's just more like why would I pay for their OnlyFans when at the end of the day, I could just
You
were hung up on the paying part. Like that's what you're really.
I am.
And for some people, that
honestly, it's not because of other people. I don't have a problem with other people doing it. It's just for me. I'm thinking like if I'm going to pay for it, I'll be honest. There's some content that I would pay for, but it's going to be what I want. And I feel like a lot of the time, this is my issue. I'm being flat out honest. Half of the motherfuckers I encounter on OnlyFans are straight boys who want to just parade around naked in front of gay men for money.
Gay for play.
And that makes me so motherfucking mad. That makes me so mad. Because it's like, you really think I'm about to pay you to watch your straight just because you're straight? Parents around naked?
I will say this.
Again.
I think there's... I'm sorry, go ahead, Mo. My bad.
I think just to wrap it up again...
Yeah,
we're not gonna yuck your yum. Whatever you're into, that's fine, as long as it's not anything illegal or immoral. As far as anything, as far as children. But my biggest concern with people like Bad Baby going on OnlyFans and making $1 million in 6 hours, obviously there's going to be a lot of pushback and refunds and things of that nature. But it also is going to affect the sex workers that are currently on there now due to COVID and
who actually do this to make their living,
to make their own living. Because the last time this blowback happened with Bella Thorne, those
did she not put anything online?
She didn't put
any adult content. Right? No adult.
Bad Baby didn't.
No,
well, we don't know about Bella Thorne. Bella Thorne put up on
Bad Baby put actual stuff online.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
But the point of it is, I'm praying that it doesn't have a backlash like Bella Thorne's OnlyFans account caused, because it's already hard enough out here for those folks that are just doing that, and they're not respected, because let's face it, sex work is work, even if you're doing it in front of a camera. Period. So, I hope that they're able to get their money in a timely manner, because, having to wait, that really sucks when you work for that money. And it's not like you're an employee. You are a contractor. It's a 1099 employee. You should get your money right then, but that's just my personal opinion.
I'm also concerned, and I think I said this on Talking Out a little bit when we talked about sex work that one time. I'm concerned that it's so accessible and easy for... I know when you're 18, you're an adult and you can choose what to do with your body. But I think the accessibility of OnlyFans and just being able to do it really easy, I think that some people don't think about what the consequences are of like doing that. So like there are these two gay twins. I don't even know their names, but like when they turned 18,
they
made an OnlyFans page, and they were getting. When I said they were getting like,
they were like number one on that particular
and they were making hardcore porn. They weren't even they weren't like showing some dick or some asshole. They were like fucking.
I love that the later this show gets, the more explicit we get. That's the best part for me. I love that.
I feel like, what if when I was 18, I would have been mortified if I had done sex work, and then at like, you know what I mean? And then at like 22.
I'm sorry. I think that
I don't think I'm old enough yet to get to the point to where I'd be like...
Well, wait. I think that goes into the larger point of social media / these OnlyFans things. When you do things, there's not the same level of grace that we had growing up. Because case in point, that there was a lady that was over Teen Vogue. I cannot remember her name.
And lost her job.
And she was forced to resign over tweets that she made when she was 17 years old.
crazy.
And on top of that, those same tweets, she did publicly apologize for in 2018.
Full-throatedly, like a
Like a
very
full, like, I am so
full-throatedly
sorry I did that.
sorry.
I was a child. Matter of fact, I think she had just graduated high school right around in that time frame. And unfortunately, those tweets came up again, allegedly due to the people that were working at Teen Vogue that were mad that she got placed as the editor in chief because they
Right.
wanted the job. Now, come to find out, some of those people that were mad and had sour grapes over that girl, they got tweets that are being
Everybody got
exposed.
tweets.
Let's be
Everybody got
clear.
tweets.
I
So-
have a confession to make.
What? You're
I'm about to say this
bisexual?
on national internet. I have a confession. There's a time in my life where I was a Beyonce hater.
Good day, sir. Good night.
There was a
Not
time
on
in my life
Beyonce's
Good
internet.
night.
where I was
Good
a Beyonce
night.
hater.
I'm out of
Don't
here.
leave me.
Good night.
Don't
Good
leave
night.
me. Don't do that to me. I'm
Good
sorry.
night. Good
Listen,
night.
and this is the feedback I get from my friends. You know what I'm saying?
You will
I'm
not
sorry.
get on Beyonce's internet and saying that you was a Beyonce hater.
And you ain't
There was
gonna
a
have to
time in my
be
life-
finding me on
there was
social
a time
media
in
on
my-
my
look,
podcast.
I took the breakup very hard. I love LaToya Luckett, okay? I really did. And when they kicked her out of the group, it was difficult for me. And I was young and I was a child. And and I know those tweets are out there. It took a long time. It's crazy because I still loved Beyonce, but I was too young to know that I still loved her. So I followed her career, but I was just overly critical. There are some tweets, Facebook posts that are very mean that I said about Beyonce. And they're always like, let me never get famous because child. And I'm a part like child, they gonna come for my ass, and I'm gonna be like goddamn, what's his name? Like James Charles, that's his name. I'm gonna be like,
Child, okay.
Wait, didn't he get in trouble again?
Yes,
Sure,
again.
yes.
Again.
And I'm gonna be just like him, making all these kind of excuses. Look, I love Beyonce. I don't know what happened to me. I just look, and I know that day is coming where I'm gonna have to reconcile with the fact that I said it, but that's my truth, and I'm living in it. Okay.
In James Charles's defense, the first time came out.
Stop your sentence right there.
No, let me finish. Because I wasn't defending this last time. The first time the stuff came out, the first
in James Charles's defense.
Wait, let him.
That's why I said
finish.
let me finish. The first time all the stuff happened, apparently it wasn't true. Like it was stuff that Jeffree Star and some other folks had made up. And I was like, oh, and that makes sense because the first time there was never any like tangible proof. It was like what Tati had said, and then Tati said that Jeffree Star was the one who had even told her this information. So the first time people forgave him because the consensus was it wasn't really true because it came from Jeffree Star. This last time though, these people like had when I say they had receipts, like this boy had James, like he had recorded his Snapchat with his iPad. And like had the receipts of like James Charles sending him like booty pictures and like he had receipts on receipts. So there was the folks wasn't
no
cutting
Andy
him.
Beauty this time.
No. That one and I know Jeffree Star is somewhere like sipping tea because Tati and all them folks tried to ruin his career.
Who, Jeffree Star's career?
No,
which is still thriving.
James Charles.
Listen, so yeah.
The more I found out about Jeffree Star, I was like, listen, I'm kind of over. Let me tell you what I'm over. I'm over appropriation of goddamn black culture, especially black gay culture. Like,
what appropriate? I ain't being funny. I'm being serious. Like, I'm specifically.
I think
like,
he didn't. He didn't appropriate.
Okay.
He does seem to use a lot of slang from the ballroom.
It's not you. It's not even just slang from the bar. Like I just feel like for me, like
he's
okay,
made some comments.
Yeah, there's just a lot of things, and I feel like that happens too often. Like, do you know how many niggas in this world are making money off of our culture who hate us? Who hate us?
Listen, the one thing I've always said, especially specifically when it comes to music, I'm not saying it doesn't happen to other things, but I always think about it in terms of music because it's like you can take any pop star, take a Beyonce, take an Ariana Grande, any big pop star. I guarantee you, the choreographer was black, the stylist was black and gay. The choreographer was a black gay guy. The stylist was a black gay guy. The hairdresser was a black gay guy. Hell, the producer was probably a black gay guy. A songwriter was the black gay guy. So we're very cool with letting Black gay people
Be
execute the vision
creative. Yes.
and be the creative head of the
Yes.
vision, but the Black gay person can't be the actual head of the vision. Girl, it's empty as hell. I know. It's empty as fuck. It's so empty. It's so empty. I wanted to have liquid in it so bad, and it does not. But yeah,
Shara is the honorary fourth member of this motherfucking panel at this point. Period.
Yes.
That one did it for me.
but
We did it, Shara. We did it. We did it.
I'm sorry. Continue.
But no,
Go ahead, man.
it's just always been apparent to me that within, like I said, the music industry, we want Black gay men to like set the trend and make somebody hot and execute the vision. But like, god damn, Lil Nas and him being like the actual vision itself.
In the forefront. As soon as we have a Black gay, a Black queer accepting person, honestly, man. The reason I say that, and I'm not at all shaming queer women. What I'm saying is, I think when queer women are femme identifying, we're more accepting, right? Yes. But when queer men are present in the forefront, and I'm not saying that to ever drive a wedge between queer men and queer women. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
but there's a difference.
Because of misogyny, we have a harder time accepting queer men, right? So when a queer man has accepted his queerness and just thrives in that, even if it is to make art that is satirical, like what we saw with Lil Nas X, we have a problem. Let me take this off. We have a problem accepting that. So I have so many issues with everything like that. However, I think it's important for us to realize that niggas ain't shit. What? These motherfuckers out here who are trying to bash us and put us down and to make us feel like we're less than we are, they ain't shit.
I mean, misogyny is a double-edged sword because a lot of masculine identified women have similar issues. Like, for example, Young M.A., the only reason why she had her first single is because everybody thought she was a damn dude. And then when they realized she was a woman, it was like...
Right. And that's another thing. Like, it would be great for these artists to be able to come out with just a good fucking song and that be motherfucking it. Your song is awesome. Period. Like, oh, but they be talking about that gay shit. They be talking about that blah 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 blah. And it's like, but you liked the song until you found out it was a woman or a gay person. So what the fuck? That's another thing.
And then I know we talked about this a little bit last week, but I genuinely don't understand Black people. Like, you ain't really mad about Lil Nas X like being tied to like Satan or being against Christianity, because 3 6 Mafia.
You're mad that a Black gay man has accepted his queerness.
Like, we cool with it. Yo, Bone Thugs and Harmony had so much like satanic imagery and things and death and things in their
I mean, DMX was literally drenched in blood, which also, let me give a quick prayer for DMX.
Yes.
DMX recently was found after an overdose and is currently in the hospital in grave condition. So as of this taping, so we here at Sip and Kiki are giving our thoughts and prayers to him and as well as the family. And we pray that he has a very speedy recovery.
Hallelujah.
Let me tell you something about Mo. They are so professional, and I'm not. So I'm glad that came from them. But I will say this. We all agree with everything that was just said. Man, like, I'm not. I just feel like the thing about the Black community is, man, we don't have to be your number one fan to want you to win.
I want rooting for everybody Black.
We don't have to be, we don't have to buy every one of your records to want you to win and see you succeed. Like, of course, we're always like, I mean, we talk a lot of shit as a Black, but like, I love success. I love Black success. I love Black living. I love Black thriving. And to see him in the position that he's in, it brings up certain emotions in me. It brings up these two emotions. It brings up the emotion of pride in my community, which is so present whenever we go through hardship. Like we always show up for each other. However, it also brings up this part of our community. Why does somebody have to be knocking on death's door for us to show up for them? Why can't we have this energy all the time? Like when it's just motherfuckers walking down the street, when it's just motherfuckers going to the store, like I would be so happy to have this energy all the time. So for DMX and what he's going through, prayers, hearts, all that. But this is just another reminder to me of how often, and I think it's because I'm LGBTQ. Let me not get into words. Because I'm LGBTQ.
Sorry.
Because I'm LGBTQ, it's hard for me to watch a straight, oh Lord, like steer me right, Mo. Just tell me to stop talking if I'm going the wrong way. It's hard for me to watch someone go through something like this, and as a gay black person, feel bad for them, knowing that if he was gay, this same energy wouldn't be given to him. It's hard for me because as a gay black person, I feel horrible. I want nothing more than to find out that he's doing great. My Facebook, like I want nothing more than that. But it is also, you have that realization that there's a lot of motherfuckers in our community that don't give a shit about us because
that's because
they want to call us demons. When Mo is goddamn the most religious person I've ever encountered.
Well, no, I think your girl T is a little
right,
bit.
but you're right. But so to me, it's so unfortunate when it's like, I just hate that is the truth of it. So, and I'm be honest, and I'm not trying to make this his situation about us. It is just one more situation. Watching the black community totally rally behind him, and then watching how they responded to Tony McDade. It is just heartbreaking to me. It is heartbreaking.
I always say, because my mom taught me this, she taught me a lot of things, but people do the best they can with what they've been given. And I think that sadly, for a lot of black people, when it comes to gay people, they haven't been given a lot. Like they you make that face, but I'm being dead serious. I think people from what they've been taught, that's how they feel. That doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it okay, obviously. But like when you look at a Lil Boosie, right? Looking at a Lil Boosie talking about Zaya Wade, right? I remember one of the things he said was, "Don't cut his dick off." Well, first of all, nobody said anything about that. Literally, nobody spoke about genitalia. But from what he knows, because he doesn't know anything.
Because he decided that he doesn't need to know.
I don't think it's a need to know. I think sometimes, and it's not even just with our culture. I think something that makes me sad, and I posted about it on Facebook and had some comments with people, was that I don't feel like there's room for growth sometimes anymore. Like the expectation is that people should just know things, and people should people don't know shit.
Can I tell you real quick? Mo, you want to go?
Yeah, because there's always room for growth, but I think there is a level of people not wanting to grow.
I agree with that.
But that's the issue. That's the issue, because I'll be honest. Like, I have a friend of mine, and I hope she doesn't get mad at me. I don't think she will. But she had questions about transgender people. Is that the right terminology? Saying that transgender people, right?
Yes.
Okay. She had a lot of. I'm sorry. I don't mean to put anybody on the spot. I just don't want to ever, say the wrong thing. She had a lot of questions.
We'll get letters about it anyway.
I know, child.
Okay.
Look. I don't. But that's the thing about it.
He's trying, y'all. He's trying.
Even me as a gay man, I know that I'm not immune to bigotry. As a gay black man, like, let's be clear. But anyway, she wanted to know a lot of things about the transgender community. So me and her she will call me and she'll ask me. I don't mind that. It is not my responsibility to fill her in. However, I do that because she has taken the time out of her schedule to ask me these questions privately, so that she's never on her platform. That's my choice to fill her in as much as I know and to direct her to resources, right? But that's a choice that I made. That's not a responsibility that I have. Now, in saying that, I feel like there's a lot of people out there who do those kind of things. They go to friends, they go to people they've known their whole lives. They go out there and they seek this information. However, there's a lot of people who, if you try to tell them on some, this is what trans people go through, they will literally go, don't tell me that demonic shit. Door closed, curtains closed, blinds drawn. Right? You know what I'm saying? So in their mind, they don't even want to open themselves up to it because they've decided it's already something evil. And those are the same people that go out and kill these people or condone it or all that stuff. And so to me, I feel like it's just this ideology that it sucks that when I see our community rally together so strongly behind someone who's hurting, that I immediately know as an LGBTQ person who's also Black, that is not a courtesy that is extended to our entire community. So that when it's one of us that is hurt, we know who sticks up for us. It's us.
But at the same time, though, if DMX was not famous and it was when people wouldn't care. Now, if he was beat up by police, we might care because that's the buzzword that's going on right now. But outside of that, if DMX was not famous, if DMX was just another Joe Smith,
right,
nobody would care. It wouldn't even make the local news. So,
but I think it's important that we, in terms of like, I want to highlight.
I kind of want to respond to this comment after you talk, Tristan, and then we'll wrap it up.
Oh, that was my cousin. Put that back up. I know her. Go back.
That's your cousin?
Well, hey, cousin. How you doing, cousin?
Hey, go ahead.
I was gonna say with Lil Nas specifically, I want to shout out Big Sean and Joyner Lucas because they were both two rappers that I saw like support Lil Nas, like publicly, like comment and
who's the other one?
Not Joyner.
I saw those two.
It was Big Sean. It was
not Joyner Lucas.
They didn't. So and this is why I don't like the internet. Joyner Lucas literally made two posts, and they didn't post the second one, which said, "I want to find them because I want to be." Because I know the first one, I was like Joyner, not Joyner, because I love Joyner, and like legitimately, it was two. He made two posts, and they only put up the first
but
one.
it was kind of like a backhand compliment. I was like,
I don't think it was a backhand. I think what he did say was true. Lil Nas X did pull the people got sucked in on one thing, and then he gave you the okie doke, which is totally fine.
No, he didn't know. Old Town Road was about adultery, pill popping, and damn sipping lean. And prostitution.
Right. Old Town Road was listen, if you listen to Old Town Road, even if you didn't, that's a song, even if you don't pay attention, I'm going to take my horse to the Old Town Road and ride until I can't no more.
I want to read what I want to read what Joyner said in full. That Lil Nas X video is wild, but as an artist, he's doing everything he's supposed to do, creating viral moments, making people talk, and creating content he already knew you were going to react to. It's a formula guaranteed to work. I doubt he actually worships the devil. And then hold on.
Let me be honest. Some of these evangelicals out there, need, and I stress that need to paint the picture that he is a devil worshiper to support their own aims. And I stand by that. That because that supports the rhetoric that they've already been pushing, that there's a gay agenda.
I am the gay agenda.
Me too. Because fuck that bullshit. Like, I had a friend of mine who I've been friends with since 9th grade delete me on Facebook after telling me that I was part of the gay agenda and that I was trying to hurt her children. Bitch, I've never met
you. Haven't purged your Facebook of these people yet? Like,
I didn't know. I didn't know. Like, at first, for one, I've never seen your children. I didn't even know you had kids.
But wait, let them hate watch.
But you think that I'm worried about your kids? Only kids I like are my kids, and they haven't been born yet. Let's be clear.
This is unrelated, but this slaps. A bologna sandwich with Doritos on it. That shit slaps so hard. Y'all have no idea.
You know what? Okay. Well, everybody, we appreciate you watching.
That's our cue. So anyway, so tonight was fun. We went a little overtime, about 40 minutes, but we had a lot of fun. Sipping Kiki is here every Sunday at 10 o'clock. We're going to have a late night fun. We're going to talk about the reality shows. We did our reality show recap. Then after our reality show recap, we're going to talk about the fun things from the week. We'll be back next week with a whole bunch of fun content.
And next week we're going to talk about Mahalia Jackson story, dang it.
I tried to give you a chance to talk about it, but you thought. But anyway, next week we're going to talk about the Mahalia Jackson story featuring Danielle Brooks. We're all going to watch it. We're all going to give a review. That'll be next week. Of course, we'll always have our reality show recap, and anything that happens between now and next week, and anything that's like pop culture, music, artists, all that stuff, celebrity gossip, we'll be there for you. We love you guys so. Oh my God, I have not loaded that. Y'all gonna hate me for a second.
Face, yes,
I know.
Listen, ghetto.
I know this is ghetto. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That?
I gotta play the outro, and I haven't loaded the outro. Don't hate me.
I'm done.
I love you guys.
I'm done.
Look, we bougie around here, and when you mess up, people look, they leaving the screen. I love you guys so much. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week. Bye.